to this Indian Premier League.
Oh, he's clubbed that, Miles, it's a beauty.
We're watching real brilliance.
He gives himself a little uppercut just to make sure it's not a dream.
Like an absolute rocket.
That is a magical catch.
Oh, unbelievable.
Bowling!
Fastest T20 100.
Wow, this man is special.
Disaster, sheer unmitigated double D disaster. Few times have the Daredevils batted as poorly as they did in the Punjab. Sandeep Sharma with 4 wickets helped skittle the Delhi boys for just 67. And then Martin Guptill put them to the sword in a power play masterclass. With Zaire Khan missing injured, stand-in skipper Karan Nair didn't know what to think. And guess what? A batting tsunami is heading to Delhi in the shape of David Warner. A superb 43-ball century from the Sunrisers' talismanic skipper, aided by a quick-fire Kane Williamson 40, fueled a massive 209 against Kolkata. Siraj, Karl and Kumar grabbed a brace each, as the result was rarely in doubt. And when Warner caught the dangerous Uthappa, the game was in the bag. The Sunrisers are threatening to extend Delhi's 5-game losing streak. The Daredevils have to dig deep. Can they withstand an assault on the Kotla? Hello everybody and welcome to the VFL IPL for 2017 and welcome to beautiful India. For tonight's game though, well, there's 10 venues have been used for this tournament, and tonight we're going to head north to India's capital territory, a massive metropolitan area, and we're in Delhi, home of the Red Fort and a symbol of India. Tonight's game, the Delhi Daredevils will play host to the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and this is match 40 in the competition. It's a big game for both sides, and the crowd are starting to fill up as well. The Delhi Daredevils, well, they've got to break their form slump. And that's the head-to-head. Well, the Sunrisers well ahead there, winning 6, and the Daredevils have only won 3. Can they get up tonight and put some smiles on this wonderful crowd here in Delhi? Very nice night for a game of cricket. We are not too far away from the toss of the coin with Scott Styris, but in a minute. But first, let's have a quick look at some interesting stats with Brett Lee.
Well, good evening and welcome to Delhi. We know it's been an overcast day. 34 degrees has been the top, and it's very hot and very muggy down here on the ground. What are the ground conditions during install? Let's have a look at the dimensions. We know that it's very short straight, so the batsmen look to target straight whilst they're batting towards the end. Some big hits coming, I reckon, tonight. The top 3 batsmen from both sides, what have they done? Well, we know that David Warner has been on fire. Shikhar Dhawan and Kane Williamson have all scored very, very heavily. And what they have done is they've actually amounted 63% of their total team's runs. We can see their DD, though, on the other hand, have only managed to score 48% of the runs. So can they turn that around tonight? Keeping in mind, too, that when last these two teams met, there was a 136-run partnership between Kane Williamson and Shikhar Dhawan. So will the DD bowlers find a way to penetrate through and get these batsmen back in the shed as quickly as possible? Delhi Daredevils have been on fire with their bowling. 43 wickets in the first 6 matches, but since then they've gone south and they've only managed to get 2 wickets in the last 2 matches. You can see there Chris Morris has got 12 wickets and Pat Cummins got 9, but will they turn that around tonight? Will this be the night and also the game where they end this losing streak, or will the Sunrisers keep one eye on the finals?
Delhi Daredevils versus the Sunrisers Hyderabad here at the Kotla. I've got the 2 captains to my left for the toss. Davey Warner, of course, Karan Nair, match referee Andy Pycroft, and of course the coin toss representative. All yours.
Heads. Heads called. And it's a tail, Delhi.
Karen, you've won the toss. What have you decided?
They're bowling first.
And the reason for having a bowl?
Just looks a good wicket and I don't think it'll change much. So I think we're looking to defend the total. Chase.
Any changes for your side?
We have 2 changes. Angelo Matthews comes in place of Sam, and Jayant comes in place of Nadeem.
And what would you have done?
We would have batted. It looks obviously a nice wicket. It looks a tad dry. Typical Delhi wickets, stays quite low and slow. But look, I think posting runs on the board early, can be a defining factor in this format.
And you're going along nicely at the moment. How much of it's still a game-by-game focus for your side and not the playoffs?
Oh, it's always a game-by-game focus. For us, it's about coming out here and doing the basics right and gaining momentum, and that correlates with winning games back-to-back, and that's something we try and do. And obviously, it's another away game for us, so we've got to try and get that momentum playing away as well.
And Karen, with you, less said about the Kings 11 match, the better. What have you been able to do in the last couple of days to try and put that performance to bed?
I think we can't do much about that. We just have to forget about it and move on, and all the boys are really looking forward to it.
Well, good luck, gentlemen. So there we go. The Delhi Devils have won the toss and will bowl first.
Yes, we're all smiles here at the Kotla. Hopefully the Daredevils can show their teeth. Lakshman Shivarama Krishnaman's alongside me to run through the Sunrisers Hyderabad.
They're doing extremely well. So just the one change. Deepak Hooda coming in place of Bipul Sharma. Bipul Sharma, a genuine left-arm spinner. Hooda can bowl a bit of off-spin and mainly a batsman. But no more changes to the side with the likes of Warner, Shikhar Dhawan, their top order in great form. And the bowlers have been outstanding. The likes of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Rashid, the leg spinner, has been quite a revelation. Siddharth Kaul is bowling extremely well. And Siraj has won the hearts of plenty of youngsters with this good medium-pace bowling. So it's a terrific side, the Sunrisers Hyderabad.
And the Delhi Daredevils, what have they got in store for us tonight? We know that Sanju Sam's at the top and Shreyas Iyer. Karan Nair is once again the captain for the 2nd time in a row. Angelo Matthews gets a chance tonight. Rishpal Pant, the wicketkeeper. Chris Morris has been in good form both with bat and ball. Corey Anderson, Jayant Yadav, Kagisko Rabata. He's going to bowl some pace again tonight. Imran Mishra and Mohammad Shami. Now, confirmation that Delhi has 2 changes tonight. Angelo Matthews in for Sam Billings and Jayant Yadav in for Shabazz Nadeem. So will this be their opportunity tonight to end that losing streak?
So the crowd starting to build up here at the Kotla. And just confirmation, the Delhi Daredevils have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. Welcome everybody, and welcome to everyone around India for tonight's game. It is match 40 of the competition at the Firozshah Kotla here in Delhi. And the Daredevils have won the toss, elected to bowl first. Umpires making their way up. There's one party, and Nitin Menon are the 2 umpires officiating in this game. And the Sunrisers of Hyderabad, well, haven't they been in outstanding form, led by their skipper David Warner. Their opening partnership, the best has been 139 against the KKR. They're averaging 57 this opening pair. And they've been formidable. 200 partnerships and 250s in that 9 innings as well. Big day for the Delhi Daredevils. Can they get up and get some momentum at their home ground?
The Sunrisers batted first in the last match as well. It was Gautam Gambhir for the Knight Riders who won the toss and put them in. They had a massive score, 209. David Warner getting a magnificent 100. A real masterclass, aggressive right from the beginning of the innings. And his partner Shikhar Dhawan in good form too. It's got to be Delhi bowlers who's got to pull out something remarkable. Some early wickets from Mohammad Shami, Rabada. Amit Mishra will come into action in the middle overs. Delhi Daredevils have to pull up their socks and turn in a good performance against a strong batting lineup of the Sunrisers. See the strike rate 121. Generally gets a lot of runs all around the square, but this tournament got a lot of runs on the leg side.
The orange cap for David Warner. 459 runs for David Warner. Don't forget that a high score of 126. Wasn't that outstanding? Just off 43 deliveries. Unbelievable performance from David Warner. His strike rate's 150 this season. And he's got the Sunrisers into some good form as they look to cement their spot in the playoffs.
Jay Yadav, he gets his opportunity tonight. We'll start the proceedings with some off spin. Straight away he's bowling the ball into the outfield. He wouldn't mind bowling with this brand new ball. A little bit of extra bounce. Might hit the shiny side and get one to skid on.
Nearly set to go. Look at deep mid off. Oh, it's fallen a shout. Could have been close. May have been going down the leg side. It was a good start though.
Really close, mighty close. This too full to be playing the sweet shot from David Warner. But he had his heart in his mouth. Look, made the umpire says not out. But let's take another look. Which is in line, long way across. And hitting him on the back leg. That might have saved him.
Shiv, wow.
Wow, very close.
And that's through on a boundary. The first one of the evening off the second ball.
The one thing you don't do is give David Warner 2 lives, that's for sure. His second opportunity. It may have gone on to hit leg stump. We'll have a look at that in a second, but off the mark with a nice cut shot. And that's what he can do when the field's up on the offside.
Much better. Looking to play across the line at the very first delivery and survived. More conventional this time from Warner.
And the reverse sweep. Gets something on it, doesn't get it away.
It's been a crazy 3 balls, for sure. And just feel the first one that David Warner might not have quite been ready. Jayan just rushed in for that first ball, caught us all off guard actually, and certainly the batsman. And there he sees there, David Warner just taking his time, just checking his gloves, a few deep breaths, slows the play down.
So you reckon it's sitting leg stump, the very first delivery, Binga? Let's take another look.
Be grazing maybe, missing. Yeah, I would have been a dreadful umpire.
The only problem is it was hitting the back pad, not the front pad. Front pad, he was a goner. Because it was hitting the back pad, the angle would have taken it away. Good decision in the end from the umpire.
Yeah, it was a good decision. Just hit the leather, skidded on a little bit, and just caught David Warner by surprise. Didn't realise it was that full.
Come on, Agenti. Come on, boy.
Yeah, well done.
Just a little bit of turn there from Yadav, so that's the first one gone, 4 without loss. So a couple of changes tonight for the Delhi Daredevils. Angelo Matthews in and Yadav comes in as well. Hold the first over. And one change for the Sunrisers. Deepak Huda comes in. The Sharma. Kangiso Rabada will be opening the bowling. An exciting young right-arm fast bowler from South Africa, Kangiso Rabada. Very impressive in all forms of cricket. Just 3 wickets, but good pace. Doesn't get it straight enough, and it's cost him a boundary off his first ball.
And that's what can happen when you're bowling with good pace, certainly on that area down there. It's a very short boundary off the legs, certainly for when the left-hander's on strike. If you don't quite get your line and certainly your length right, you can go the journey.
That's one of the improvements with Shikhar Dhawan in this tournament. A lot of runs on the leg side as well. In fact, a lot more on the leg side than the offside.
Another one through the leg side. It's been a little bit of in-swing there for Rabada, but it's the perfect delivery for a left-hander early on, just to work it off the hip.
He's certainly an exciting bowler, Rabada, and he's got his opportunity now against David Warner, the orange cap holder. Beautiful athlete, moves well in the outfield, and just a natural-born athlete. You can tell by the way he runs in. 21 years of age, and he's got a huge future ahead of him.
Just getting that very wide fine leg, or nearly backward square deep on the boundary. He's got his fine leg up on the ring on the leg side. And a third man as well. They're the two men out in the deep. 4 on the leg side. And a first slip as well. It's a better line. See there, David Warner just looking for that short one.
Magnificent against the Night Riders. Made his intentions very clear. The very first delivery, he walked down the track, missed it, but thereafter there was no stopping him. 126, a masterclass. 8 sixes in that innings. And he took on all the bowlers. Listen, Ryan was going, and so was everybody else. Great to see those emotions.
Wonderful batting from David Warner. 8 sixes, 7 fours. And that's why he's wearing the orange cap. He's got the orange helmet tonight, but look at that, 463 of 10 matches.
Yeah, unbelievable. And he's getting it a good clip as well. He's starting off the series below his normal strike rate, David Warner, and he's playing catch up now. And certainly the other night was brilliant.
In the air and wide and mid-off. He scoops it out, David Warner, but he's got a magnificent bat. And that races away for another boundary for Warner. That's his second.
Yeah, there's no way he got that in the middle. Didn't quite go exactly where he targeted David Warner. Just a little bit of a shimmy there with his front foot, inside out. As you mentioned though, Brendan, with his bat, it's massive. You've only got a half hit it, and it's a decent outfield here as well. And Delhi nice and quick.
He does have the most sixes in the competition, 22. And that's through as well. So finding the gaps, the Sunrisers, and he wants 3. And they'll just be happy with 2. Good start. 11 off that one, 2 gone, 15 with that loss.
Come on, Jayanti.
$15 with that loss. The Sunrisers. They're very good. They're averaging 57 this opening pair. Twice they've got 100 opening stand. So this is the Yes Bank maximum sixes, and David Warner, as we said, leads from the front from 10 matches, 22. Robin Uttapa, 21 from him from 10 matches. Brendan McCullum may have a little bit of form, something the last couple of games. He's got 18.
Come on,
Nitish Rana, 17. And Aaron Finch, 15 from the Lions. Another shout. Wasn't as close as the first ball of the innings.
No wonder he stayed in position there, David Warner. First one, he was pushing his leg outside, leg stump. First delivery of the match, but here he knew it was clearly missing leg stump. Long stride out and pitching outside leg stump as well. No problem with that.
Stop it! Easy.
Good to see Yadav getting a second over. Very often we see one over for the spinner, then the change in bowling. What a tidy first over. That's a good second one too.
Be positive. Come on,
Good spin fraternity.
Could have been a turn at the last ball of the previous over. Some turn in it, dry pitch.
Now the sweep shot, it clears the infield, it's working its way back, and it's over the rope. A top edge, it's a Yes Bank maximum.
That's unbelievable. Does it all the time, David Warner. We saw it the other night, and once again, just hitting with the spin. Just have a look at this. If you're sitting at home watching, you'd look up there and think he's a right-hander playing a sweep shot. Unbelievable shot from David Warner.
Because Jayant, the other ball slow through the air, he has a lot of time to play the shot. Good execution in the end.
Got protection in the deep. So frustrating for an off spinner. He's done all the right things and a top edge, and it's just carried the infield. He probably would have thought it's gone over. The Vodafone fastest, super fast 50. Chris Lindholm, 19 deliveries. David Warner just the next one at 20. Darwin wants a quick one, he gets it. Oh, the one-handed pick up, misfield. Morris, the culprit. A bit of a mix-up with the running there between Warner and Darwin. That will complete the over. 3 gone, 25 without loss. Warner 17 from 14. Darwin, as we've seen him so often this season, playing second fiddle to David Warner. He's 8 from 4 though. He's doing a pretty good job. Darwin just can't get the strike. Morris. Oh, another misfield. It's the second one we've seen from the Delhi Daredevils.
Yeah, and last ball, last over. There's a bit of confusion. Firstly, Darwin got down and caught a quick yes. And a misfield from Chris Morris. He overran it. David Warner's dropped his bat. And then confusion. No, wait, go. Just watch here. He picks the ball up, misses it, and goes to throw. Whoops, I better go and get it.
And that's through. Don't even worry about running. Beautiful shot from Darwin. Another boundary for the Sunrise, and that's his second.
Majestic shot. Graceful as well from the left-hander. Also got plenty of runs in the IPL 2017. And everything right about that. Good stride out. Steady head. Nice flow of the bat. And excellent placement there. Some natural angle from Morris going away from the left-hander.
Been good, Chris Morris, this tournament, certainly with both bat and ball, 12 wickets, but recently he struggled to get wickets.
Well, David Warner leads this as well, the most valuable player in the Vivo IPL for 2017, a combination of the Fantasy League points. 498 for him, Robin Uthappa 469. Bhuvanesh Kumar, how well's he been going? 453 for him, and Ben Stokes, that big 100 last night, pushes him up there as well.
All the indications, if it takes pace off the ball, he'll be more effective as a bowler. Last delivery, 124 Ks. Generally around 135, 140. Morris running his fingers over the seam, nicely bowled.
Yeah, just a nice little off cutter there, slower ball. And I think you're right, Shiva. He's suddenly swing it up pretty quickly. That it's nice and dry, and certainly the slow ball bounces will come into play, change of pace.
Over the top, through the leg side, and it's the second 6 of the night.
Well, that's a full pace ball, 143.5 k's per hour, and it got met. Smoked. Just hit the length. Shikadawan's in terrific form, and he said, "Thank you very much. You're bowling my arc. It's going to get crunched."
So to sum it up, the quicker you bowl, the easier to hit. Productive over, 11 runs of the over already.
Works his way down, it's through, it's fast too. The man in the deep had no chance of picking that up. It's another big over, 15 from it. 4 gone, 40 without loss.
Into the leg side for Davey Warner. He runs well and will get back for 2. Shikadawan often playing second fiddle to David Warner's brilliance, but he started quickly in this match. 22 off 9, that was the last boundary. A favourite area for Shikadawan. Chris Morris. Always disappointing as a bowler when you're feeding a batsman's strength. That's exactly what he did. Smacked. And an early candidate for the Vitara Brezza glam shot.
Yes, magnificent shot. The form continues for David Warner, giving himself just a little bit of room and freeing his arms. This is the slow delivery. There's a little bit of turn as well with the slow delivery, but look at the free swing of the arms, and he's been able to do that because he gave himself room, shuffled towards the square leg umpire.
It's a good comeback. Perfect Yorker. Good pace as well from Rabada. We've seen plenty of action, 139 kilometres an hour in this IPL, and 4 centuries that spring to mind. Which has been the most impressive century at this year's Vivo IPL? Hashim Amla, Sanju Samson, Ben Stokes or David Warner? I was at the first 2. Both of those were amazing, Amla and Samson. Nobody else shares my love, obviously.
Well, I think those 2 are more recent vintage, as they say. And all those who send in the votes, they're all the modern generation. Memory, very short.
Yeah, I'm surprised because last evening Stokes was in some other form, and the kind of knocks that he played, I just would have thought that probably he would have beaten David Warner to the pole, but maybe because Warner is batting out there and the kind of form that he's showing right now, or what's coming for him.
Well, I think scoring 100 in a T20 game is outstanding, absolutely. To score a 50 in a T20 game takes a lot of doing, because you're taking so many chances and you're trying to, move away, do all kinds of things which you would not do, say, looking to play shots of just about every delivery, and so there's always the chance that you will get out. Therefore, to get a 50 also is fantastic. To get 100, I think it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And to get 100 under pressure, which is what Ben Stokes did, that is absolutely magical. 103 not out yesterday. What an innings. 10 for 3, super giant, but he anchored the innings first and then smashed them to a win. It's 49 for no loss after 5 overs.
Extra ad. Yes.
Just one short of another 50 opening run stand for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. You don't need to be an absolute rocket scientist to work out that these top three in the batting order are the main reason that the Hyderabad side won the tournament last year and are dominating again this season. What was lost, I think, Anjum and Sunny, was David Warner's season last year amongst the brilliance of Virat Kohli with his 400s and 900 runs. Mohammad Shami into the side with the injury to Zahir Khan in the last match. Whipped away to the leg side, short boundary out there, 50 up for the Hyderabad Sunrisers team, and Davey Warner continues marching on.
Third 50-run partnership between these two in this Vivo IPL. Shikhar Dhawan and David Warner have taken a liking to each other, and the kind of partnerships that have started stringing together, especially in the starting of the second half of this tournament, are looking dangerous.
He's looking to cash in on the field restrictions for the first 6 overs.
Got him! Brilliant Yorker from Mohammad Shami. Is that the little pick-me-up that the Delhi side needed? Warner, he's out.
Spoke a bit early, but a ball delivered at 141 k's from Mohammad Shami. It was straight, it was full, and it was on a cross-seam delivery as well. Right under the bat, a perfect Yorker. Playing it on the walk. Not able to get the bat down in time. That's a big hit. David Warner walks back for 30, 53 for 1.
Well, the Sunrisers Hyderabad have lost their skipper and talisman, Davey Warner, and it means another fantastic batsman walks to the crease. These three have dominated proceedings, over 60% of the runs whenever they play for the Sunrisers. And Mohammad Shami strikes, and it means Kane Williamson walks to the middle. Good strike rate, 135. A player perceived to be better at the test match version, but he has been showing his skills in this year's Vivo IPL. Off the thigh, and will run away for a boundary.
Well, there's such a small margin for error, particularly if you have a fielder in the 30-yard circle in the fine leg area. A little bit of a deflection off the pads, of the gloves, of the thigh pad, of the bat, and it can go for a boundary. There's no protection there. It is just a little bit of a deflection from the thigh pad. The wicketkeeper tried his best, but no chance. This is a small boundary.
Well, they certainly do this power play well, Sonny. 57 at the moment, still 3 balls to go. 60 in the last game without loss, and 79 without loss in the last 2. Oh, it's misfielding, it's sloppy. Corey Anderson, and will run away for 5.
Well, that was difficult, of course, but hard to understand why you would want to throw when there was no chance of a run out. Shreyas Iyer having a go at the bowler's end. It'll be interesting to see whether there was an actual chance of a run out. Yes, it was a quick run. Was there a chance, genuine chance of a run out? No. The man has reached and yet to throw. Corey Anderson says he didn't see it. Just made a bit of a Sydney Harbour Bridge.
I think we'll run with the Auckland Harbour Bridge, actually, Sonny. We don't like the Sydney Harbour Bridge. That's Sandeep, Vodafone superfan. He's enjoying himself, as he should. He will be the proud recipient of the signed match ball from the winning captain. Will that be Karen Nair? Well, that man right there, Davey Warner.
That's one of the best Yorkers you can ever hope to see. Bowled at pace, accuracy.
Work, and too much for Angelo Matthews. Perfect way to finish the power play. 6 gone, it's 66 for 1.
11 is the scoring rate. That is very, very good for the first 6 overs. They've just lost the wicket of their captain, David Warner, but there's a fair amount of batting to come. There's Enriquez, there's Yuvraj. After that, a bit of hit and miss.
Just the 1 wicket so far being lost by the Sunrisers side, who lost the toss and were asked to bat first. Was what they wanted to do anyway. David Warner likes to bat first with this team and defend whatever they can get. So Chris Morris will come back into the attack. Just to illustrate how dominant the Sunrisers have been, that wicket of David Warner was in fact just the 5th that they've lost in the power play in this whole tournament. 10 matches.
He's got chances late on for the Sunrisers, but the moment he came on, blasted the Delhi Daredevils bowlers. 89 he got in that game. It was exceptional knock. Far hits down the ground, straight as an arrow. Didn't try to mess around with his beautiful technique that he amasses so many runs in international cricket with, but was very, very effective.
If there's one perceived weakness of the Sunrisers side, it was that middle order if David Warner didn't score runs. And I think since the inclusion of Kane Williamson, there's that solid presence where he can be a little bit more circumspect and cautious, or he can up the tempo and continue the good starts. So a slight adjustment in the strategy of Tom Moody, the coach of the Sunrisers. It's worked well so far.
He got Shikhar Dhawan in the previous game when these two sides met, and again opening with Jayant Yadav in the previous encounter, which was in Hyderabad, and he was in prolific form as well. Just the way he makes sure he finds those gaps, placing them to perfection. Doesn't have a lot of foot movement down the ground, is just effective enough to pick those runs and look for the gaps again.
So Shikhar Dhawan's scoring areas, first thing that pops into my mind is that it's pretty even all the way around, so no real weakness and no real area of the ground which he looks to target, which makes him difficult to bowl to. And he's often played second fiddle to David Warner, but he's still done his job more often than not. Chance for Anderson.
This is turning out to be a good over, just 1 run so far. 66 of the first 6 overs. Then in the 7th over, just 1 run. He's mixed it up a little bit, Chris Morris. A slower delivery as well as a quicker delivery. Kept the batsman guessing.
One of the things that Williamson does well, Sonny, is that even though this is T20 and the team have got off to a flyer, he will still take his time to get in, get the pace of the pitch. Excellent over from Chris Morris, just the single, 67 for 1. Consistent and excellent start for the Sunrisers. Just under 10 and over at the moment. Just the 1 wicket down too. Plenty of batting to come. So 17 off that last over. Mohammad Shami, the biggest so far. There's a change again. So Karan Nair continues to mix and match his bowlers. Jayant Yadav, he's bowled 2 excellent overs, both in the power play.
Kane Williamson always looking to pick up singles. And just a question that arises is that Kane Williamson is so very technically correct. He's getting runs, Amla's getting runs, and there's been a question which has popped around. Technical players who have amassed runs in this IPL, how easy or difficult it is.
Yeah, I think it just goes to show that the stylish players, the classy players, will be classy and stylish in all forms of the game. Williamson and Hashim Amla, 2 great examples. And on that note, the FBB stylish player of the season, Williamson. Hasn't played all the matches, but he is in that 4th equal spot with David Warner. Surprised not seeing David Warner at the top of one of these graphics. But Gautam Gambhir, Manish Pandey.
Expecting the ball to stay straighter and use that depth that he tried to create to play that inside-out shot, Kane Williamson. And probably, Saniji, the same goes for any player. If you're technically very correct, you can score runs in any form of the game.
Yes, and I think it's not just sixes that get you the runs. You look at the number of boundaries, and that's what these guys do. They might not hit the big sixes, but they stroke so many boundaries. Williamson, Amla, all the guys who are technically correct. The important thing is how many dot balls they have, and they have very few dot balls.
All the way for 6. Williamson gets his revenge.
Looking to bowl the variety delivery. Losing his direction outside the leg stump. That is what Williamson was looking for, and he just helps it along. So what was turning out to be a good over. Just 2 runs had been taken before the 6. Now a little bit expensive. There he was trying to bowl the flicker, the carom ball. Didn't get it right.
Top ball to finish. 8 gone, 75 for 1. So a good opportunity for this Delhi side in particular to regroup, come together for the See It Ties strategic timeout. Tom Moody walking out to have a chat to Williamson and Shikhar Dhawan, the skipper Karan Nair. I think he's done a good job. He's mixed his bowlers up. He's just run into some outstanding batting. No sign yet of Angelo Matthews. Corey Anderson at the bowling crease. And North Ahmed Mishra. So they lost the toss to the Sunrisers side, and didn't matter because David Warner got away to a fast start along with Shikhar Dhawan. Shots all around the ground. You expect that from Warner these days. And it didn't matter that it was Kagitso Rabada and Chris Morris bowling with pace and bounce, because they got destroyed basically. David Warner dealing in boundaries. There's been 8 4s and 3 6s. That came out of the blue, really, a bit of a surprise. Mohammad Shami terrific Yorker. And Kane Williamson finishes it off with a big 6. Paddy Upton as well, the Delhi coach, along with Rahul Dravid, the mentor. They've got a lot of work to do. This team were flying along early in the competition, but they've hit a brick wall basically. So 8 overs gone and still just under 10 runs and over. Shikhar Dhawan slowed down a little bit, still an excellent strike rate. Williamson just getting going. So 4 bowlers used, and they are 4 international bowlers, and yet they have been taken to. Such is the quality of this top order. Just the 1 wicket, and that for Mohammad Shami, who is playing in place of the injured Zahir Khan for the 2nd match in a row. Not much for the Delhi cheerleaders to celebrate. The Hyderabad ladies have been up and dancing with all the boundaries. 11 in the 8 overs. It's just been batting of the highest quality. So the end of the See It Tire strategic timeout. And both teams back out and underway and getting ready to continue this onslaught, certainly in the case of the Sunrisers team.
They get a really good rate, 9.38. They need some wickets, so the introduction of Amit Mishra now. He's got a bowl well. The wicket-taking bowler, good on economy as well. Need wickets to get back into the game. Going really well. Sunrisers.
It'll be interesting to see how much turn he gets, because we've seen Yadav getting a bit of turn. The slower off-cutters, which the quicker bowlers have also bowled, they've also turned a little bit. So the wrist spinner, he should be able to get a lot more turn than the finger spinners.
Seven wickets for Mishra so far this season. His economy rate's just under 8.5. So often the leg spinners in this competition, Imran Tahir, they're there to take wickets, and if they take wickets, that's what they want to do. You don't necessarily worry about the economy rate if you're taking wickets. Top edge. Will it get into? Taken. For an instant there, I thought it was going to drop short.
They bowled slow through the air this time. Generally bowls a lot of sliders to the left hand. At this time, pace taken to the ball. Just 83 kilometers, getting a little bit of extra bounce. And a good catch for Shreyas Iyer in the deep. And been the top spinner of the googly as well, with safe hands for Shreyas Iyer, and the leg spinner strikes. Good bit of captaincy here by Karun Nair. That's his job, the leg spinner. Take wickets. And the well said Shikhar Dhawan gone. It's 75 for 2.
Start for Mishra, picking up a wicket in his first over. A little top edge there, Shikhar Dhawan, 28 from 17.
Yes, the wrong one, the googly. Tossed up a little bit, getting a top edge. Shreyas Iyer doesn't make a mistake. Takes it comfortably.
Good choice of delivery there from Mishra against the left-hander. always with the googlies and the top spinners, get that extra bit of bounce because of the overspin.
Yuvraj Singh, the new batsman.
Come on, boy.
118 runs in the competition so far. Yuvraj, that's 62 off 27 in the first game against RCB, his top score. He gets a good opportunity, plenty of overs left for him to settle in. Mishra now 8 wickets in the tournament.
Well, all the bowlers used before Mishra have been expensive. The time that somebody bowled some tight overs and got wickets as well. He's got the ability, Amit Mishra. The wicket-taking delivery was a googly. Otherwise, you see him bowl the sliders at quicker pace. Last delivery 96. Generally, you want to bowl slower on this pitch. The wicket delivery from back of the hand was the googly. Had to hit it against the turn. Also the counter, the bounce. Dismissal of Shikhar Dhawan. Excellent over this. 78 for 2.
Yes, very good over. Just 3 runs. And the wicket of Shikhar Dhawan. Exactly what the DD wanted at that stage. Didn't want another rollicking partnership. The Sunrisers had got off to a terrific start with Warner and Dhawan. Warner and Dhawan now both back in the hut. Williamson's settling down 15 or 14. Yuvraj has just come into bat.
Williamson 15 from 14. He's got over 200 runs in this tournament so far this season. He's got 250s. He's only playing his 5th match tonight.
Come on, boy.
And they do take the single. And in the meantime, we'll get down to Brett Lee on the boundary.
Well, thank you. Down here with Carlos Brathwaite, one of the biggest men in world cricket. Mate, how's things been?
So far, so good. From a personal standpoint, would have liked to got a few more games, and from a team standpoint, would have probably loved to won a few more games. But we're living, so you know that's a plus.
Yeah, you mentioned a few more games. You played 1 this year, you played 8 last season, did very well. I think you got 7 wickets. But what's it like when you're not playing? How do you keep motivated?
Well, set personal goals. One of my goals was to get a lot fitter and a lot stronger. So I've been beating the gym like a cookie cutter. Ever since I've been out of the team, working the trainer Raj very, very hard. So hopefully when I get a chance, it pays off.
And you're looking very fit, very lean. You know, is your body fine that there's no niggles?
Not that I know of. When you're not playing, your body feels strong. It's just a matter of go out there and banging it as hard as I can for 4 overs and then as however long you can with the bat, and then see how it holds up after. We've had a pretty tough running with games to day ratio. So once you get on the park, it's about good recovery as well. But for the moment, the body's perfect, man.
And you mentioned your team. The guys have been struggling. You've had a few back-to-back losses. How's the team motivation been firstly? And what's the chat been like at team meetings?
It's always stay positive, and just putting things in perspective. There are a lot of persons that come to watch the game living below the poverty line. We're fortunate enough to be doing what we love and making a living from it. So although things may not be going as well as we want on the park, there's still a lot to give God thanks for, and that's been the main thing. We continue to work hard, so there's not been a shortage of effort or passion off the field training-wise, and it's just a matter of continue to do the things that we've been doing well and improve the things we haven't been doing so well.
And the atmosphere is always electric here playing IPL. What does it playing IPL mean to you?
It means a lot. The hard days in the gym, slugging it out in the nets with 2 or 3 net bowlers, with tongues out and with your tongue out, your back hurting. When you get a chance to perform in front of 20, 30, 40,000 persons, that's what you train so hard for behind the scenes. So, this is the sort of stage that you want to showcase your talent, your skills, and your wherewithal. So, it's fantastic. Couldn't ask for more.
Well, mate, wish you the best of luck and always nice to chat.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Thanks, Brett. Big Carlos Brathwaite. Hopefully he'll be back soon for the Delhi Daredevils. Only 2 wins for Delhi this season. They may have missed him. Another tidy over from Yadav. 10 gone now. 83 for 2.
Another good over after the wicket taking over. Just the 5 runs of Jayant Yadav's over. So I already see the spinners having more control than the faster bowlers on this pitch. Sunrisers got off to a really good start. 53 for the first wicket. Been pulled back for the loss of 2 wickets. Run rate down to 8.3 now.
Mishra to continue. And the Sunrisers are on track. Their highest score is 209 against the Kolkata Knight Riders. Thanks to David Warner, that one there just sliding out the front. A little bit of turn though, it's enough turn there just to keep the batsman honest.
He gets the ball to turn. He should be concentrating on bowling the stock deliveries, which will go away from Kane Williamson, the right-hander. Good delivery, and then the slider against the right-handed batsman Mishra. Turned away 75% and turned in the googlies 25%. So that's the percentage you want to use. Less of those googlies, more of the ones that turn and bounce away from the right-handers.
Just getting the field right, 3 out on the leg side for Yuvraj Singh. Oh, misfield.
And Rashid, let's compare him, 66% have been the leg breaks and the googlies have been 34%. So he was a lot more googlies. Rashid Khan for the Sunrisers. And some leg spinners feel they have more control of the googlies. Somebody like Imran Tahir likes to bowl a lot of googlies, gets a lot of wickets. Just what your wicket-taking delivery is. Each bowler, it's different. Nicely played. It's a quick outfield.
Well, that's another example of not needing power to get runs. Delicately done, stylishly done. The wrong one again from Amit Mishra, and Kane Williamson has just opened the face of the bat and run it past the short third man for a boundary. Excellent shot that.
Come on, Mishi, come on, Mishi.
Just raced away. Quick outfield here at the Kotla. Another wrong one. Well, the leg spinners have taken a lot of wickets in this competition. Rashid, as you said, has taken 12 wickets, and Mishra with 8 and 16 for Imran Tahir. So they've done their job in this competition, no doubt about it. They're a very valuable commodity in the team. Rashid Khan, I think he'll be liking this pitch. It's just gripping enough. And a good one to finish on for Mishra. He's bowled 2 overs now. He's got 1 for 10. 90 for 2.
Yes, that's very good bowling from Amit Mishra. Economy of 5 so far, and a wicket as well. Warner 30, Dhawan 28, Williamson, Yuvraj settling down.
Williamson 23 from 21, continuing his good form. Workman-like performance from Kane Williamson. Always a runner ball, and then when he wants to put the foot down, he can. Strike rate for Kane Williamson, 174 this season. Mohammad Shami will bowl his second over. It's a good platform from the Sunrisers Hyderabad to launch and get something around about that 200 mark. That's what they'll be aiming at the moment. Kane Williamson 23. Shami to bowl his second over. I'll be disappointed with that. Well, we've seen some glamorous shots. And the Vitoa Breeze, the glam shot of the season. Plenty of contenders. David Warner. That reverse sweep, we've already seen one tonight that's gone over the boundary. You can vote for your favourite one. Just go to the website at iplT20.com/polls. Plenty of wonderful, glamorous shots in this competition. Not easy to get the right one, but get onto the website and have your say.
Just a little bit of hesitation from Yuvraj Singh at the North striker's end. There's an early call from Williamson. Which are Abrazar glam shots of the season. Karun Nair, David Warner, Yuvraj Singh, Glenn Maxwell, Virat Kohli. And plenty more will be in that list. You can get onto the website and vote.
I don't think they've been sharp in the field, Delhi, tonight. They've been a little bit sloppy. They've missed a couple and they just have not been on it. The anticipation is what they need. And they need a bit of a spark to get themselves going, as the Sunrisers will put 200 on the board if they're not careful. Bowling's been very, very good. David Warner. Yes, back Maximin. That was the first one. That was the second one there as well. Kane Williamson doing the same thing, hitting it over the fence. 3 sixes tonight. Top edge. He hasn't got enough on it. Should fall and taken. Really well bowled from Shami. And it is a big wicket as well. The informed Kane Williamson couldn't control it.
Well, he's got a very good bouncer. We've seen that in the Test series against England. He's got a skiddy bouncer, comes at you at good pace, and he's very accurate with the bouncer. Forces the batsman to play at it. Williamson getting a top edge. It's gone high up in the air, and Morris not making a mistake. So Shami gets a wicket with a Yorker, and he gets a wicket, another wicket with a bouncer. Big wickets both, Warner and Williamson. Williamson for 24, 92 for 3.
Two wickets for Shami now. It's a big one to Kane Williamson.
Well, this is a very good bouncer. Very accurate. He had to pull it from outside the off stump. And it went high up in the air. Morris making no mistake. With the bouncer, I think the accuracy of the bouncer is so important. If it had been on the leg stump, the batsman can get inside the line and use the pace to direct it. It's a good over this from Mohammad Shami. Just 3 runs and a wicket. It's 93 for 3 after 12 overs.
Very good comeback by the Delhi Daredevils. Last 3 overs have been excellent. One from Mishra, one from Jayant Yadav, another one from Shami now. Shami just the 3 runs and a wicket. Wicket to the well set Kane Williamson. So top 3 back in the pavilion. Warner and Shikhar Dhawan putting on 53. And losing wickets at 53, 75 and 93.
Moses Enriquez, the new player, has had a good tournament as well. 3 half-centuries for him. All better than a runner ball. Putting the icing on the cake, really, after what the openers have done in particular. Amit Mishra, though, has been outstanding. He's finding some turn.
Take a look at the release of the last 2 deliveries. It was more like an off-spinner. And remember, he got the wicket of Shikhar Dhawan with a googly. Look at that. That's an off-break. But how did he get Shikhar Dhawan with the googly sweeping top edge?
Well, tell me, LS, you're a leg spinner yourself. What would be his thinking about bowling the off-spinner versus the googly there?
It's a very defensive option. I think he is looking at Yuvraj Singh's reputation. A record for Moses Enriquez. He's really good with the bat, but he's looking at Yuvraj's reputation of hitting big leg side. You can't go with the reputation. It's about what happens at that point of time. Anybody is capable of playing a mistime shot. Look at the turn. There is a bit of turn.
Yeah, he's been one of those consistent bowlers for the Delhi Daredevils. Whenever you required a wicket, you've thrown the ball at him. And there's Zahir Khan throwing the ball at him the last over against Kolkata match.
That's a nice touch. FBB's stylish player of the day with shots like that.
Take a look at the one on the left. It's the leg break that he bowls. You see the position of the seam and the ball spinning towards the offside. And the googly, you'll see a distinct change in the palm. The back of the palm facing the batsman. When we see it in slow motion, looks easy, but when it happens in real-time motion, it's hard to pick at times.
And add to that the pace of Rashid Khan.
He's got a quick arm. Anjum, you're right. Very quick arm. So does Imran Tahir.
Yeah, when Rashid Khan bowls them, it's hard to pick the variations because his action also doesn't change like many other leg spinners, but the pace at which, that's the big difference.
.97 for 3.
Another tidy over, 5 runs of the over. He's got good figures. Amit Mishra, 3 overs, 15 runs and 1 wicket. But ideally, you want to be looking at those googlies against Yuvraj, more leg breaks against Enriquez. Look to add his tally to his wickets. Takes another wicket or so, his side could be in a better position.
What a great example of when the Hyderabad side lost David Warner. The scoring rate came down. You expected a little bit in the power play. However, they had pulled this back nicely. I think it's no coincidence the spinners have been involved, starting to turn.
Some tall pillars in the power play, but then the follow wickets at regular intervals. Even Stevens now. Run rate at one stage was in excess of 9, now just 7.54. The 2 good players at the middle. Team battle in favour of the Sunrisers.
It's really made a difference, Mohammad Shami, since he's come into this Delhi side, picked up the big wicket at David Warner, quick and full. And then Kane Williamson as well. The 2 big players along with Shikhar Dhawan. Safe hands from Chris Morris. Nicely struck. Holy Mackinaw, what a shot that is. Straight down the ground and 100 up for the Hyderabad.
Outstanding. You can keep watching Yuvraj Singh. hit this kind of a shot down the ground all day. Glamorous, stylish, and so effective. He's outstanding, and when in full flow down the ground, he looks very, very elegant, Yuvraj Singh.
It was a punch, wasn't it? Straight out the middle. It's so hard. It's ricocheted all the way down to long on. Well, Anjum, you were mentioning the stylish and glamorous. Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza is exactly that. Love the colour as well.
Bold and the beautiful as well.
Yeah, full length delivery. Yuvraj Singh is too good.
Good fielding, but excellent judge of a run. Not as quick as he used to be, Yuvraj Singh, but getting to the stage of the innings where they have to take those chances.
The last few overs have been really good for the Delhi Daredevils. Runs have dried out. They've got to take the singles. Both batsmen got to be aware and take a reasonably good start. Last 4 overs have been excellent.
And just the fact that Mohammad Shami is taking his good time, he's settling his field, he's settling into a nice rhythm as well. Coming back after an injury, again a couple of games he missed out. He's making it a strong case for himself for Champions Trophy as well.
He's hitting them sweetly. Fortunately, the last 2 have been straight at the field.
As long as he's striking the ball well, he should be happy. Look at the Fair Play Award, the IPL T20.com Fair Play Award. Delhi Daredevils have been very disciplined, have they? 8 matches. Played less matches than the other teams. Gujarat Lions number 2 on that list.
Just a single again. Not a bad over from Mohammad Shami. 6 to go, 106 for 3.
At the current rate, 151. Even at 8 and over, they're looking at 154. Anything under 160, the Delhi Daredevils would be happy that the bowlers have delivered tonight. With the Sunrisers, you never know. Somebody can break free, get some big overs towards the end. That can make a lot of difference.
Ten and over will get Sunrisers Hyderabad up to 166 on a slow turning pitch. I think they'll take that. Rashid Khan in the opposition. So Amit Mishra will bowl his final over. He's been outstanding, 1 for 15.
He's got to bowl for wickets in this over. That's what his side needs. It's been economical. Economy just over 5, but important to pick up a wicket and try and break this partnership. 2 very good players in the middle. We saw him bowl a few off breaks. Quick off breaks to Yuvraj Singh. Can he slide into googly? Try and fox him.
Come on, Misha!
When he comes on, it shouldn't go away. I think that slipped.
Yeah, it has to be. I think he was just trying to outthink Yuvraj Singh. He was probably expecting him to dance down the track.
Why would you want to think what the batsman's going to do? Batsman's looking at the merit of the ball. He's premeditating, all right. But look at what you have to do as a bowler.
Tell you what though, LS, he's bowling a million different deliveries, isn't he, to Yuvraj Singh, which firstly says to me that the amount of respect he has for Yuvraj Singh, but maybe also the history that the 2 players have had, and Yuvraj perhaps has got hold of him a couple of times because he's worried about the traditional leg spinner looking to fire it across him. For that exact reason, dead straight, boundary for Yuvraj.
And the only factor is you go straight up towards Yuvraj Singh, he's going to punish you down the ground. You go away from him, he has the capacity of reaching for it. And that's the reason why Amit Mishra was tentative, going closer to that bat that he plays with full face down the line.
It's a really good shot. You've got to give credit to Yuvraj Singh. And you've got to persist. It's exactly what he's done. The last googly was around mid and off stump. This was outside off stump. Going further away from Yuvraj Singh, forcing him to reach out for it. Just the adjustment line is good bowling.
The difference was how full that was. An opportunity to get close to the ball and not allow it to spin. The next ball, a better length from Amit Mishra. Brilliantly fielded too. They will need more of that. They've been sloppy today, Delhi.
Really good crowding today. Delhi haven't had a good run in this tournament. Could this be the turnaround for them?
Well, Mishra's gone up against Yuvraj in 9 matches and dismissed him twice. Another 9 off the 15th. 115 for 3. So Amit Mishra will finish his spell. 1 for 24 off foil. Good return. He's got the ball to drift and spin and tied up this Sunrisers Hyderabad side. Since David Warner was dismissed, the next 8 overs were just 2 for 34. So they pulled it right back. The platform's there, some hitting to come. And an opportunity just to go maybe 10 and over from here and get through to 164. Some brilliant shots from earlier today.
I just feel they're a little behind than what the Sunrisers would have wanted to be. Remember, this is not a very big ground. Target of 150, 155. I just feel a little not very comfortable for the Sunrisers.
Bailed out of the run-up because Yuvraj Singh pulled up. Rishabh Pant was making some adjustment behind the stumps with the field setting. Mohammad Shami isn't very happy. Shappat, of course, captained India, didn't he? Karunaya, the captain, is on the boundary line at the moment.
Heavy wide. Not the right line when fine leg is up. This was earlier today, the BCCI recognising the contribution of women. Oh, who's that? That's Anjum Chopra. 30 lakh. 30 lakh, Anjum.
Yeah, they should have also replayed the kind of announcement that you made, Scotty. That was excellent. Thank you.
More like announcing a boxer.
Same line, better result for Yuvraj. Wow, guess who shouted us tomorrow? LS? Might be able to go for lunch somewhere. What's the finest restaurant in Delhi?
I'm flying every day, so I'll be having my lunch on the plane. Nicely well played. Deft touch there from Yuvraj Singh. Just worked it fine. Field in the deep is very square. Good cricket this from the left-hander. Improving strike rate. Congratulations to the ladies. Been receiving checks all over. Proud of you, Anjum Chopra.
Thank you. I think it's very fair to say that BCCI has really made it possible as well, and I think from all the fraternity of women cricketers, just like to say thank you very much to the BCCI for honouring so many past and present women cricketers. Thank you very much.
A great gesture from the BCCI. Now, is this the game Delhi were looking at? Just the one, the two games before this, they bowled really well. There was the initial flourish from the Sunrisers. They've got wickets at regular intervals. Shami picked up David Warner when he was looking dangerous with a great Yorker. Shikhar Dhawan was out to Amit Mishra's googly. Good catch by Shreyas Iyer. Shami produced another good shot delivery to pick up Kane Williamson. Excellent bowling this from the Daredevils. Into his final over, Mohammad Shami, just into the 16th now.
Opportunity as well with Mohammad Shami to record his best figures in his IPL career. Currently stands at 2 for 34. So at the moment 2 for 32. Just the one delivery to go. So from his perspective, he would like to close out this over. Finish, ideally of course with a wicket or a dot ball, but even a single.
Should look for a wicket, look for the Yorker.
It's in the gap. No. Oh, how was he fit? How good is that? Angelo Matthews. They'll absolutely go upstairs. That I'm sure at the end of the over, but they'll just check to see whether it's a 4. 122 for 3.
Yeah, exceptional fielding effort there from Angelo Matthews. Just have to ensure. Oh, that's the one there that probably is going to cost Delhi and go against this superb effort from Angelo Matthews. Just touching the boundary ropes there while he made sure that the ball stays inside the field of play.
This is where I think, Anjum, the benefit of doubt should go to the fielder, because he's put in so much of effort and the ball's well within the boundary line. Because some part of the body was touching the boundary cushions. It's signal 4, and the umpire, Yashwant Badi, is signalling it's time for the Seatai's strategic timeout.
So Tom Moody, the coach, instructing the players some of the highlights in the first 16 overs. And that was Shikhar Dhawan with a top edge Mishra in his first over. Some deft touches there from Kane Williamson, but that was the big wicket, the top edge, Shami. A good bounce and taken in the deep by Morris. That's got the Delhi Daredevils back into this game. But some good striking from Yuvraj Singh. He's 28 at the moment. He's hit 4 fours from 25 deliveries. But it is time for the Sunrisers, I think, to get going. Their run rate at the moment is only 7.8. I would dearly love to get something up around about 180. At one stage, they might have been looking somewhere around 200. They got off to a very good start the first 6 overs. When Warner was out, the run rate was just under 10. You see there, the 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th over, they slowed down a bit. They picked it up in the last 2 overs, but for them, he would love to get that net, well, not the net run rate, the run rate at the moment, around about 10 runs and over. Might be a bit of an indication how this pitch is playing, though. Partnership 34 from 28 between Yuvraj and Onrix. Warner 30, Shikadawan 28 and Williamson 24, so they all got starts in the top 3. So often those top 3 have done it for the Sunrisers and got them in a very powerful position. Now it's an opportunity for the middle order to stand up for the Sunrisers. Moses Onrix has been in very good form in this tournament this season. So that is the end of the Seat Tyres strategic timeout. Four overs to go. They go with 10 runs and over, they'll end up with 166. That's what they've got to aim for at the moment. Morris will bowl his 3rd over. 3 out on the leg side, no mid-wicket inside the ring. Good change of pace. That's the key.
Sure is. And that's a great start there from Chris Morris, just taking the pace off the ball. And this is Morris's speeds at the death. Vivo IPL 2017, that's kilometres per hour, the different highlighted balls. And you see the 140s there, plus the red ones, the pulsating ones. So he likes to bowl full and straight with the old ball at good wheels.
Finally got in 3rd man up. He's got to get his direction right. Well, the Sunrisers have been going at just under 10.5 runs and over in the last 5 overs throughout this tournament. So it's been productive for them, but that'll be a big ask tonight.
And I think it's a matter of summing the wicket up. As we see here, the projected scores. As mentioned, 10 and over. And in 165, that's where they'll like to get to. Chris Morris is a cagey bowler, though. He's looking to take the pace off the ball and he'll still bowl these quick Yorkers.
Yeah, Morris has been good. He's taken the most wickets for the Sunrisers, 12, and his economy rate's been 7.5, and he's normally been bowling in the tough conditions towards the end of the innings. 4 for 26. Taking on the Sunrisers earlier in the tournament. And they've just found it so hard to get him away. Good change of pace, good pace, and mixes it up at the end too. Back line, top edge into the deep. The man getting underneath it. Another big dropped. Can't drop those ones. That is a big miss. And Sampson in the deep. And that's got to be taken.
This is normally a safe pair of hands. He keeps wickets. This time it's Rishabh Pant who's been keeping wickets. Good bouncer. Near the back shoulder. Didn't get hold of it. Sampson had all the time in the world. It just in and out. Plops out.
Got a feel for Morris as well. And taking a wicket in 3 games, that would have been his first, just to relieve some pressure.
Mid off, and it doesn't carry. It's just on the bounce.
All of a sudden, when you feel as if you're searching for the wicket, you can try new things as a bowler. Probably get off your natural line and lengths. It's the hardest thing to do is just to stay focused on what you're doing. And you just feel here, have a look at Sampson. Yeah, bobble. Went in hard actually, hard hands, didn't really give with it. Hit the heel of the hand and popped out.
That's a good delivery. Henry the over, unlucky one there for Morris, 133 for 3.
Well, just 3 wickets down, you would expect that the last 4 overs would be costing double digits, but this is a very good over from Morris. Just 7 runs.
Three overs to go. Partnership 41 now. Kengiso Rabada. He's already bowled 2 overs. No wicket for 20. Just getting the field set. Hang on. So 1 at mid-wicket now, 3 on the leg side. 3rd man up. So we can't afford to give any room to Enrique, so he'll just laid off through that 3rd man area. And on the leg side, and too fine, good shot. Boundary, and that's what they need, the Sunrisers.
Yes, they want to start the over with the boundary, put the pressure on the bowler. The previous over, just 7 runs. They want to make up for it with this over. This has got to be a big over. Just helping the ball along.
I reckon you're right there, Sonny. I reckon this will be the over that Moses Enriquez will target. And the thing with Moses is that he'll look for pace on the ball. So if Rabada holds his pace and doesn't change up, that's where he look to go big.
Wants to purposely put it in that gap. Yeah, he'll only get 1 though.
He timed it too well. Moses Enriquez. A deliberate push out to mid-wicket. Called 2 and Yuvraj didn't want anything of it. He's saying, I'm going to keep strike here and I want to have a crack.
The Vivo VIP box, the ideal spot to watch the game tonight. It's just wide of mid-off. More fine leg area. Plenty of support in there for the competition winners. And don't they love it? Why wouldn't they? Rabada top edge. Fine leg's going to go back though because he had him up in the ring. And it'll cost Rabada a boundary. It's a 50 partnership up now.
Yes, if you have the fine leg in the 30-yard circle, you bowl a short ball. There's always the danger of the miss hit also going for a boundary. That's exactly what happened. Yuvraj saying didn't quite get hold of it. If there had been a deep fine leg, it would have been a simple catch, but instead it's a boundary. So this is turning out just the kind of over that the Sunrisers were looking for. 9 runs and half the over still to come.
In the slot, flick through the leg side. It's really well hit and over the fence.
It's bounced on the sponsors board and flown in the fence. Just a flick though. He's such a key player. Yuvraj Singh at the end. Cross seamer and just advances to the leg side with his front foot and just a flick. That's all it is. Pure timing. He's a big bat as well.
Well, just hasn't got his length right, Rabada. That was sort of in that pick-up length anyway. He tried to sort of run his fingers down it, and then the ball before was a short one with a fine leg up. So you got to go one or the other.
And the other thing too, with that short boundary out towards the Vivo VIP box, well bowled, perfect length, nice comeback there from Rabada. That's his area where Yuvraj is trying to target, that cow corner, just wide of long on, but I just feel if you can land that ball, and it's such a hard ball to land at the death, that big Yorker, because if you don't quite get it right, you're going to get met. And the other option too is to use the square boundary. Left-handers on strike. Just have a look at this ball. Cross-seamer for more control. Yeah, perfect. Right up in the slot. It's deep in the crease. But the wide line Yorker must be an option here.
Oh, that's a beautiful placement from Wanrix. It brings up to 150. And it's a big over for the Sunrisers. It's 20 from it. 153 for 3.
Very good, Sonny. Nice call there. That was the over. 20 off. Just shy of 146k, so the pace is good, but just didn't quite get the line or the length right. Rabada and Mozambique is so powerful through that backward point region.
Morris to bowl his last over. Pretty well played if he hits. No, it's good running from Yuvraj, and I'll even come back for the second. Will they? No. Probably wise choice there.
There's men running everywhere. Shies at the stumps. The last over, Sonny, you were spot on. 20 off.
Yes, this was a lovely drive. He opened the face of the bat at the last moment. He knew that there was no protection over there. There was protection at cover, deep cover, but nothing at third man. Good batting, good sensible batting that by Enriquez. Rajiv Shukla.
He's a good, strong striker of the ball, Enriquez. He's got a lot of power.
That's the line I like, BJ, that one there. A wide line Yorker, and you've got protection. You'd even afford to have your extra cover back as well, and that's the only place where the ball can go.
Rajiv Shukla, the chairman of the IPL, in the middle.
Oh, it's through. Yuvraj, beautiful placement. He knew he just needed to get a little bit of bat on it, and it beats the man that's up in the ring at third man.
Well, it almost looked as if he was anticipating it, because the first one was also a Yorker, and that time he hit it straight to the fielder at the third man. This time he was anticipating it, so he's ready for it this time. Opening the face of the bat even more and hitting it past that fielder. It's very good batting that.
Not happy. Either one, he's not happy with his delivery, he's not happy with the field. Either way, he's not happy. Into the deep, into the gap, and into the fence. 50 up for Yuvraj. 25th in IPL cricket. 25th in his career, I should say.
And what a player, Yuvraj Singh. And the crowd, even though that were in Delhi, have erupted. The Sunrisers batsman, so powerful in that area. We've seen that so many times throughout the last decade. A good 50.
And this time he's happy. Morris, don't throw it, he's saying.
He's saying hold it.
Great batting from Yuvraj Singh, though. I mean, so hard to get 50 when you're coming in at that stage of the game. It's really worth about 75.
Yes, it is. And there was some speculation in one of the papers today that he might be left out of the team because the last 3-4 matches he hadn't scored runs. But somebody like Yuvraj, he can turn the game, and that's what he's doing at the moment for his team.
It's a good delivery, though, but well struck from Monrix. Yuvraj should come back for the second, and he does. It's another good over. And the Sunrisers, they're getting it done here at the end. 13 from it, 166 for 3. Wonderful batting from Yuvraj, 53 from 35 deliveries, a strike rate 151. Partnership is very, very good. It's their best partnership for this fourth wicket this season. Previous, it was Oja and Warner at 60. Rabada now. Through the offside, the man in the deep, and he won't get it. That's how well he's hit it, Yuvraj.
And it's a no ball as well, so a free hit. He's just got to get his length right. He's bowling it at just the length that the batsman wants. Yes, it's a tough call, marginal call.
Gee whiz, he's got good eyes. He's got it right though. To be fair, umpire got it spot on.
Free hit. It's a great delivery. That's where he's got to bowl it. The previous one was just a half volley outside off stump. And there was no one in the deep. That was 4 to point, so that's why I went for 4. But that last delivery was spot on.
Well, that's Tui's bowl now. I'm guessing it'll be another cross seamer yet. Just look at the length. I mean, that's plumb. If it wasn't a no ball free hit.
Another delivery is whipped away through the leg side. Well, Yuvraj is in very, very good touch tonight. He's 61. He's hit 9 fours and 1 6, and his strike rate's 160.
Well, that's what happens if you don't quite get the length right. Look how deep he is in his crease, so he's giving himself a lot of room. Almost an extra metre to hit the ball. Here's the drop catch. Sampson. And how costly will that be?
Well, it's costly at the moment. I think Rabada should go around the wicket and just block up one side and bowl full outside off stump. At least you know where you're hitting. You know he's going to hit it. That's wide as well. That was lucky. That was just sort of length ball outside off stump. 10 off the overs. 10 runs off the overs so far. Still 3 deliveries left.
And what Yuvraj Singh does so well is that he's actually a bit slow to get the blocks tonight, but he assessed the wicket. And look at that, 62 not out, just 39 balls. So it's been a terrific innings. Strike rate just shy of 160. So he's played catch-up cricket towards the back end with his strike rate.
That's well bowled from Rabada. Well, Yuvraj Singh, it's his 25th in career and his 12th in IPL. 9 fours, 1 6. Strike rate 160, and he's had all the answers tonight through the leg side, through the offside, and he's dug out Yorkers. He's placed the ball really well, and the bowlers have had no answer for him. And once again, fine, good work in the deep. No, it's not. They've been ordinary in the field tonight, Delhi, and they're paying the price.
Those drop catches, misfielding. They're just giving extra runs. It's the thick edge. No, once again deliberately opening the face of the bat, looking to run it down to third man, and misfield there by Jayant Yadav, costing his team 3 extra runs. Another good over this. 1 more ball left.
Straight back over his head. There's no one there. It's one bounce and it's into the fence. Wonderful hitting from Yuvraj Singh. 70 runs for him from 41 deliveries. Strike rate of 170. And that gets the Sunrisers 185 on the board. The last 5 overs, 71 runs.
And what a comeback. The Sunrisers have been absolutely brilliant. Looking at one stage there of walking off about 140, 150 tops. As we see that last shot there, Yuvraj Singh actually swung away through the air, seam up. Just watch here, the ball just tapers away. And geez, he hit it well. What a terrific innings from Yuvraj Singh. There he is, the mentor, VVS Lakshman, very, very happy.
Well, wouldn't they be happy as well? They'd lost their top 3 guys. They normally rely on them, Williamson and Warner and Shikhar and Moses Enriques, and also Yuvraj Singh, a partnership of 93 from 53 deliveries. Wonderful batting at the back end of their innings. The Sunrisers Hyderabad. Let's look at the card there. 70 and 25. And partnership of 93. Yuvraj and Onrex. Williamson 24 tonight. Shikadawan 28. And David Warner 30 from 21 with plenty of starts.
Well, unfortunately for Delhi, it didn't get any better tonight. Only managed to take 3 wickets. Jayant, number 26 off 4, did a good job. Morris was unlucky. Number 36 off his 4. Mishra bowled well. Rabada was very expensive, and Shami had a nice night out.
Yuvraj Singh 70 from 41. Let's hear from you now with Arjun.
I'm with the smasher from Sunrisers Hyderabad. That's Yuvraj Singh. Yuvraj, how good a knock that was.
Yeah, important knock for the team, I think. Wasn't easy to get off the pace of the wicket. It's a bit too pace. I just thought I'll just take my time. We lost Williams, who was batting well. So I just thought I'll pace my innings, and lucky it came out well.
Yeah, second 50 in this IPL. You've just got off the blocks but not made it count. Today was exceptional.
Well, you have to make it count when you get to bat. I think our guys have been batting exceptionally well. Warner and Shikhar have given a great starts. And, you know, when you get your time, that's the time when you actually able to score runs. I mean, it doesn't happen every time, but I was happy that I got time in the middle.
When you were batting with Williamson as well and Enrique later on, what was the conversation? You knew that you will make up for this target towards the end, or did you expect to go a little beyond?
Well, I said to him that if we look to get to 165, 170, we might get to 180. But if we look to get 180, we might land up at 160. So just being smart and not taking a chance, getting a 10-15 partnership and then go.
Was there any bowler that you thought was trying to dominate over what you wanted to do?
Well, I think, you know, Delhi's got the best bowling attack in the IPL. And they've got very good international bowlers. And, you know, you have to be smart. You just can't go in there and smash every ball. You have to wait for the loose ball, and that's what I try to do.
Excellent knock. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Very good batting from Yuvraj Singh. Lots of experience. 70 from 41. 11 fours and 1 6. Tough job for the Delhi Daredevils. 186 to win off 120 deliveries. Can they do it? We'll take a break and come back and see. Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying our coverage of the Vivo IPL for 2017. This is match 40. The Delhi Daredevils won the toss, elected to bowl first. The Sunrisers Hyderabad batted well. They put 185 on the board. David Warner 30 tonight. 4 fours and 1 6. Strike rate was 142, continuing his very good form. He got the Sunrisers off to a flying start. Reverse sweep. That was the first 6 of the night. It was a top edge and it went back and it went way back. Shikadawan as well got in amongst the action. 28 from 17 from him. 4 fours and a 6. Opened up through the offside, and David Warner, the partnership at the start there, they opened up with 53. And then that was the wicket. Some superb bowling by Shami.
Yeah, he was good tonight. Quick, full, straight. Shikadawan then started opening up his shoulders along with Kane Williamson. And had a handy little partnership. Shikadawan caught there in the backward sort of region behind fine leg. And then Williamson was very dainty as well as being powerful. Top edge though. And that was his wicket. Caught Morris by Mohammad Shami once again.
Yeah, and they thought they were in amongst the Delhi Daredevils, and this is a partnership between Enrique and also Yuvraj Singh was outstanding tonight. It was a 93-run partnership. Yuvraj Singh, 11 fours and a 6, and some wonderful shots in the deep. And, well, the Delhi Daredevils, they made a few mistakes in the field. None more than this one. It was costly. Yuvraj was 38. It cost them. And in the end, it just got them over the line. The run rate in the end, the last 5 overs, they scored 71. The Sunrisers, thanks to Yuvraj with his massive hitting tonight. Rabada could not get the ball in the right area. It was too full, it was too short. And then that one there, Morris, he was frustrated. It was the Yorker, and Yuvraj Singh just laid it off. And when he freed his arms, he made it very difficult for the Delhi Daredevils. And Rabada bowled the last over of the game. And it was an expensive one as well. The most expensive bowling figures this season for Delhi was Rabada, no equal to 59. But some superb batting from Yuvraj Singh. His top score this season in the IPL. What a time to do it. So the Delhi Daredevils need 186 to win. The run rate of just under 9.5 and over.
Welcome back to the Ferocia Kotla for match number 40 of the Vivo IPL 2017. It's the Delhi Daredevils playing at home against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. And it was a fantastic performance from the Sunrisers, batting first. They lost David Warner relatively cheaply when you consider how well he's played in this tournament. But that middle order, Yuvraj Singh, Moses Enriques, put on a huge partnership at the back end, and that 185 for 3 I think will take some beating. 5 bowlers used only for the Delhi Daredevils. Karan Nair mixing them up well. But the lack of penetration, even with such a big-named bowling lineup, all internationals, must be of some concern for the Delhi side. And we are back and underway with the 2 opening batsmen walking out. Karan Nair himself taking the responsibility. It's been a lean tournament for him. High score of just 33. At a pretty low strike rate to boot. And they're up against a bowling unit that has dominated throughout. So to win, Delhi Daredevils need 186. That will be a tall order. They haven't managed anything above 155 in this year's tournament, batting second. So they need to break some new ground. They've got a man in form, Sanju Samson. Karan Nair, the skipper, with him. He's been terrific in this year's tournament, growing every single season. And he's turning himself into one of the key men from the capital. The other thing that this Delhi Daredevil side haven't been able to achieve is to win a game chasing. Their 2 wins in this tournament have both been batting first. And when you think of the trend in this tournament, which is to chase and to run teams down, it's quite unusual. One of the bowlers of the tournament, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, just forever takes wickets, and that is the crucial part. Good strike rate in the sense that 105 wickets in just 86 matches means he's always working hard. 7 runs per over when he bowls at the death end, and the power play is outstanding. Right, here we go.
He's the holder of the purple cap. And this is how he bowls in the power play. Bowls fuller length deliveries to get the ball to move, the good length deliveries, the occasional short ball. But you can see it's the fuller length deliveries where he concentrates on, because he gets the ball to move sharply both ways.
Well, that's quite impressive, because in today's game, a lot of bowlers don't want to bowl the same delivery twice, or they want to keep mixing it up so the batsman can't get used to what they're bowling. Whereas Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is more old style and old school in his thinking. He's just a good line and length, just outside off stump, looking to move the ball around, a slip in place if the edge happens. And he waits for the batsman to try and force the issue and therefore make the mistake.
The best part is that he understands what his strength is and he works towards that regularly. Initially coming in, pitching the ball up, making it swing, making the batsmen work hard for each and every run. And when he comes back into the death overs, he mixes those deliveries up, the fuller length ones or the back of the hand deliveries. A lot of talk was happening that whether he's ideally suited for the shortest format or not, and I think he's answered it beautifully.
Over the top this time. Sick of hitting the field. Work for third man. It's really good effort. Question is, did he touch the rope?
So that call, the fielder at deep third man, and that's a very good effort. Throwing himself, dragging the ball in. Now the question is, as he touches the boundary rope, is the ball clear of him? It is clear of him now again. This is also important. Does he touch anything even as he scoops the ball away from the boundary rope?
Wonderful effort. Excellent.
Yes, that's the kind of effort that lifts everybody up. And this is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in the final overs. We saw earlier on in the power play, and look at the variation. 140 plus is Yorker length, and he is probably, along with Jasprit Bumrah, one of the best Yorker bowlers in this tournament. We saw Mohammad Shami bowl a terrific Yorker to get rid of David Warner, a well set David Warner. It's a good thing to know that the Indian bowlers are learning and bowling the Yorker so well.
Good first over, just 3 runs off it. 3 without loss. Start. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, one of the seamers of the tournament so far, and he's started well. No boundaries off that first over of the power play. 185 for 3, having been asked to bat, is a wonderful effort. Slow, 2-pace pitch. So Mohammad Siraj will open the bowling with Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Swung away over the leg side. Yes, back maximum.
He's such a fine timer of the ball, Sanju Samson. Mohammad Siraj banging the ball halfway down the pitch, giving Sanju Samson all the time in the world, because it was bowled at only 133 kilometers per hour. All the time in the world, and he's hit it over long on. This is more a contemptuous shot. Listen, don't bowl this kind of stuff to me. I'll hit you over long on.
And like most of the times Sanju Samson has done right through this tournament, picks up a single the very next ball. I think he picks the length very early, Sanju Samson. They have a lot of runs to make here, the Delhi team. And will be requiring shots like the previous one what Sanju Samson hit to give them a good start in the first 6 as well.
Beautifully played. One bounce for.
Well, you're still bowling the same length. At that speed, 132.9 kilometers per hour. It's giving the batsman on this pitch all the time in the world to pick their spot. And this is what he's doing. Karun Nair moves away, halfway down the pitch again from Siraj. There it is, halfway down the pitch. He's got all the time in the world. He's moved away and he's hit it over the infield for a boundary.
He looks like a man on mission. Captain for the Delhi team today, Karun Nair, smashing the second ball that he faces.
Maybe that's just what he needs to go out there and play with absolute freedom. He's been circumspect and he's been a little bit tight with the way he's played. He's not been as free as he usually is. And the fact that they need 186 just means that he can take a few more risks because he needs to get his side along with Sanju Samson. He can't allow Sanju Samson to do all the work. Well, when you lose 5 matches in a row, it can dent your confidence. And we saw a lot of sloppy fielding from the Delhi Daredevils in the first half of this match. Catches went down, misfielding. There was a 5 that went through the legs as well. And you can see the frustration on the fieldsmen, on the Delhi side, on the bowlers. And it's simply a sign of teams that are struggling.
Yes, the bowlers are trying everything, trying their hearts out, and when they find sloppy fielding, naturally it's going to make them feel disappointed. It's 16 for no loss after 2 overs.
Just 2 overs into the chase. 1-4, 1-6, so a good start. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will continue. Of course, just the 2 men out on the boundary, deep square and 3rd man. So still a regulation field. David Warner has set. Once again, just on a good length on that off stump. As always, we managed to get one of the players. We thank Shikhar Dhawan for his time. Shikhar, Scott Starr is here. 185, mate. Is that a good enough score tonight?
Yeah, hi Scott. Yeah, I think it's a good enough score according to the pitch. It's not an easy pitch. I feel once the ball gets a bit old, it's gonna start stopping more.
So part of that we saw from Yuvraj that he said it was too paced. Was that the case with the new ball as well? It's beautifully strike. Work for Warner.
Yep. Hello. Yes, Scott. Are you there?
Yeah, mate. I'm here. I'm just wanting to know, with the new ball, was that the case as well, or is it simply when the ball got older?
I feel with new ball it's coming nicely, but of course the slower one's still stopping a bit. But of course once it gets old, once the ball loses its shine, then it's going to be much more harder for the batsman.
Two in a row. This one more out of the middle of the bat. Boundary for Sanju Samson.
Yes, and for once I think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar getting his length in line wrong. Little short outside the off stump, just that little bit, which is exactly what Sanju Samson likes. And he's very good at finding the gaps as well. He hits it between the fielders. Timing and power in that shot.
Yeah, it certainly was. They need now 9.3 runs and over.
That is much better. Shikhar, you've got the best seat in the house, 22 yards away from David Warner.
Yeah.
So, in between overs when you talk, what do you discuss?
Of course, it's always nice to see him bat from the running end. And yeah, we just discuss what target we got in our mind. And suppose we are ahead of our target, so we just say you can take our time, you know. There's no rush.
And you think Warner speaks good English?
Timed again, down, work for Rashid Khan. Back for 2.
No, I asked because he's an Australian, so you know.
Yeah, I'm teaching him some English words.
Shikhar, you're a local player from Delhi and you've played a lot of cricket at this ground. Does that really help in reading the conditions and also passing it on to your team members?
Yeah, of course I feel it helps, and I know the pitch very well.
That's punished through the offside. Perfect way to finish the 3rd over. 28 without loss. Expensive over from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. That last one worth 12. Again over the leg side. Not as well timed. So just a single for Karanaya.
Yeah, Shikhar mentioned again that you're a local boy over here. You've played a lot of domestic cricket at this ground as well. Does that really help reading the conditions and passing it on to your team members as well?
Yeah, I feel it really helps, but today I didn't expect that the wicket going to turn that much, because usually it's a low bounce but a flat track in T20 over here. But it was a bit damp, so, but again, that happens sometimes.
But as part of that, there's always issues with the dew here at Delhi. Is that the case at the moment?
No, I don't think so that there's dew at the moment. Not at the moment, so I don't know really. But of course the outfield is so quick, so it looks like sometimes that there's dew.
Yeah, it does. We've seen the rope be out at the halfway mark, so hopefully that's the case. Now, what about, we've talked about David Warner, but I think it's a little unfair that we don't include yourself and Kane Williamson in that. It's quite a fearsome top 3, isn't it, that you've got there?
Yeah, we guys doing a good job, being consistent, and yeah, enjoying the journey, and would like to keep going this way only.
I just wanted to ask you on a personal level, when you're batting with David Warner, you've got the best seat in the house, and when you're batting with Williamson, do you still like to believe that you want to play from the other end, or take on the smashing role?
No, I feel Williamson playing really amazing this year, and the way he has been hitting the ball, he's hitting very clean. And the good thing about our team is that we are rotating the strike quite well. Today, of course, it was a bit of a difficult pitch, so boys took their own time. But still, we like rotating the strike and hitting the ball for boundary, so it's been quite consistent.
Thanks for your time, Shikhar. Good luck for the rest of the match.
Thanks, man.
Always good to get the thoughts of the players. So slightly two-pace pitch, and They believe that they've got enough runs.
Yes, and good to see him also back to striking the ball as well as we know he can. And that opening partnership is a destructive partnership, Warner and Dhawan, when they get going. Mr. and Mrs. Chopra. Proud parents to see their daughter receive accolades for her contribution to Indian cricket and Indian women's cricket.
Yeah, and I received them from you as well. So, of course, thank you from the BCCI. Apart from that, a legend in yourself. That adds on to that, isn't it?
Where's the party tonight?
That's up. Chance. No, it's gone all the way. Beautiful deft shot. Timing was good. All the way for 6.
Just played the ramp shot. Rose up on his toes. And look at that. Very nicely done. Rashid giving it the jump.
He likes to play the shot, Karan Nair. Plays it with good control as well. Yes, it was a short, small ground, but good execution.
Spanked. Down the ground for another boundary. They're on their way. 40 without loss.
Good start for the Delhi Daredevils. They've got some good momentum at the moment. The run rate's 10 runs and over, just what they need. Upishly and taken. Well, the Sunrisers needed a wicket. Shikadawa with the catch. And exactly what the doctor ordered.
Good piece of bowling, taking the pace of the ball. Very clever. That's something that's worked really well for the bowlers. His young man, Siraj, hitting the toe end of the bat of Sanju Samson. And a simple catch for Shikadaman. Early strike now. Need to break this partnership. Just first delivery of the second spell. For Siraj, it's 40 for 1.
So Delhi lose their first wicket in the 5th over. Sunrise Hyderabad, they were 42 without loss at the same time. Rishabh Pant, new batsman. Not a lot of games in the IPL. Good healthy strike rate of 139. Oh, it's pretty well bowled and played at the same time. He's away.
It was a beautiful piece of bowling. And just watch here, he holds the ball back. And then a little slice inside out. Just throws it out the front of the hand, a bit like a big off-cutter. Takes the pace off the ball. And threw it in the right spot.
Brendan Julian, Brett Lee, fast ball. He's held it deep in the palm, did he? That makes it a slow release, different kind of a slow ball.
Spot on. Yeah, if you hold it deeper, it generally comes out slower.
Another slow one as well. Well, I reckon that's what you've got to do on this pitch. You've just got to really rip your fingers down the offside, the leg side, change your pace. And Mohammad Siraj is doing a very good job.
It's a previous ball, slow ball bouncer, and there's a big appeal from Mozambique's at cover. Nothing really from behind. So I didn't touch that. What's all the fuss about?
Another change of pace, but he's got enough on it. Kuranaya, and that'll just trickle into the rope.
All these signs that the ball's not coming onto the bat. Going at 9 runs to the over. As we get further into the match with the spinners coming into play, it's not going to be easy. So the Delhi Daredevils have to make most of the first 6 overs. And whenever the fast bowlers are in action, Karun Nair getting off to a start, which is good for his side. He hasn't got too many runs. He's such a lovely player, Karun Nair.
Oh, we wanted a piece of that as well with mid-off up. The Vivo perfect catches of the season. Shikadawan, first one. Rohit Sharma diving to his left with a one-hander. What about that from Virat Kohli? That was going so fast. Oh, Ryan, that was outstanding. The left hand, it went very, very quickly.
Sandeep Sharma taking a real good catch in his follow-through. Magnificent catches taken. He has some of the choices available to you. Shikhar Dhawan, Virat Kohli, Raina, Rohit Sharma, Sandeep Sharma.
Go to the website, IPL.com. Drops. That wasn't a perfect catch at all. It was a perfect miss. Cannot believe he spilled that. That went so easily. End of the over. We'll come back on that one. 46 for 1.
So do some spectacular catches. This one was a straightforward one, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar normally safe pair of hands, just sit up or down. Delhi Daredevils chasing 186 here. Samson the man dismissed in the last over. Plenty of innings still left to come. Some big hitters in the batting lineup.
Kuranaya 21 from 10, just got dropped in the last over. Mozambique's bowling his first over tonight with the keeper up. Over the top. Not a good start for Mozambique. But for Kuranaya, it's a handy boundary.
That's a 50 up and almost a carbon copy of what happened last ball, last over, except he got a bit more on it. And that was the right shot to play on that occasion. Keep her up, fine leg up. There's a lot of acreage down that region.
Got the elevation this time. Last ball of the previous over, straightforward chance put down. I saw you earlier. Yuvraj Singh being put down by Sanju Samson. He was on 34. And thereafter there was no stopping him. Could this be Crossley?
Doesn't get it out of the middle of the bat. So this is the last ball, the last over there. Have a look at this. Bhuvanesh Kumar went pretty easy. Look at that. That's nice, easy, and then banged it over the top. We've seen a couple of misses tonight, and you want to win a game, you got to take those ones.
Shik is going, I would have caught that. It could have been the light, it could have been the crowd. The other thing too is the way that he played the shot, and not making excuses for Bhuvi, but it also could have been a bit of extra spin on the ball. When you play that type of shot against a slow ball, it can fizz. But he should have caught it.
The catches win you matches. Can't afford to put a really good batsman down. Early in the evening, Yuvraj Singh was put down. Straightforward chance to Sanju Samson. Hard hands. The ball popping out. Now Karun Nair. Bhuvanesh Kumar. Very, very safe fielders. Put down a sitter. And after that drop chance, there was no stopping Yuvraj Singh.
They're relatively easy catches too. The fielder got in position, got the hands up, plenty of time to look at, see it. No excuses. Straight over the top. Beautiful hit. That's a yes back maximum.
Certainly is. And it's a big one too. It's a 460th six of the tournament. And what a way to bring it up. Just a straight ball from Mose Enriquez. Karan Nair just advanced on the wicket a little bit and got a huge piece of it. Up and away.
Had the keeper up too, didn't make any difference. 12 off the over so far. And make it 16. Big over this one for Delhi. Exactly what they needed.
And it's the final over of the field restrictions. Sixth over in progress. Karun Nair. The intention is to maximize it. Got a boundary at the first ball and a 6 and a 4 at the last two deliveries. He's getting a move on. But the bowler Enriques will be under pressure after an expensive start to the spell. Mohammad Siraj tried his best in the deed, but not good enough.
End of the over, expensive one, 16 from it, 62 for one. They're on track, Delhi, 124 from 84. A required run rate. 10 runs and over, 16 off the last over. By comparison, they're just a little bit behind. But don't forget, the Sunrisers had a very strong finish, 71 off the last 5. Thanks to Yuvraj Singh. Best power play for the Delhi Daredevils this season, 62. And Karan Nair, well, this is his highest score this season. That's probably a bit of a surprise for a lot of people. 36 from 15. So he'll want to make the most of it. Rashid Khan, outstanding bowling so far this season. I think he'll enjoy this pitch if he can get it at the right length. Just a little bit of turn there for the leg spinner. Starts with a boundary though.
Rishabh Pant says, welcome, thank you very much. And just helped it on its way, didn't quite get the line right. And the speed was about 96 k's an hour, so good pace. Will it be too quick for this wicket?
So important to start well if you're a bowler. Just didn't quite get the line right. Another one on the leg side as well.
One thing about Rashid Khan, not only is he a good bowler, he's got good temperament as well. He's not flustered when he concedes a boundary. He likes to come back strong. Likes to bowl a lot more googlies. I showed you that graphic earlier. 66% leg breaks, 34% the googlies. And he bowls a real good googly.
Oh, beautiful bowling.
Jaffa, that's what it was. Watch a little bit of drift through the air, angling towards leg stump, and too good.
We bowled deliveries like that last one, not the full toss one before that spun. You don't really need too much variation, do you?
No, you don't. And the batsman squaring up, completely beaten. See, 34% is googlies. 66% is the leg break, so he likes to mix it up. He's got a slip in position for the left-hander Rishabh Pant.
It's the wrong one.
How's his pace, Shiv?
His arm action is very quick, isn't he? That is one of the reasons why his googly is difficult to pick. But generally, he's about 85 kilometers per hour. Goes into the 90s as well. But the speeds more and the speeds are more and the trajectory is flatter because of this format. Probably in a longer format, he'd like to flight the ball, but he's been really effective. And as a leg spinner, what do you want to do? Say, if I'm going to bowl 4 overs, I should pick up at least 2 wickets.
Seven overs gone. 70 for 1, the Delhi Daredevils. Might be time to take a bit of a breather. A Seat Tyres strategic timeout. Well, some of the highlights so far, some wonderful batting from the Delhi Daredevils. They got up to a very good start. Karunaya, his top score so far. And the power play is one of the best, 62 in the first 5 overs. They really got going.
First one to go after a decent start, Sanju Samson. And no stopping Karunaya, he's looking in real good touch. He's got the much needed luck as well, put down by Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He's getting a high percentage of runs and boundaries, Karunaya. 5 4s and 2 6s. And he needs to carry on for his side. Rishabh Pant also getting into the act. They've gained some kind of momentum here in the run chase, going at 10 and over. The required rate is under 9, 8.92. It's about having this partnership being extended, which is 30 now. Rishabh Pant and Karunaya, as a set batsman, they've got responsibility to go to the end.
The next 5 to 7 overs are crucial here for the Delhi Daredevils. Keep that partnership going and give themselves a chance to chase down that big total of 185. Good crowd in here tonight. Come to watch their local team, the DD boys. Good atmosphere, nice and noisy.
Nearly set to go. Concludes the Thai strategic timeout. Run rate required 8.9, and Delhi are well above it. Coronaya is top scorer at the moment, 38 from 18.
The change of bowling now, Siddharth Kaul into the attack. So Mohammad Siraj bowling over. David Warner looks to rotate his bowlers around, not allow the batsmen to settle in. A lot of youngsters playing in this tournament. Vivo IPL 2017 emerging player eligibility criteria, born after 1st April 1991, played fewer. 25 IPL matches, 5 test matches, 10 ODIs and 10 T20s. Have not previously won the Emerging Player Award too. Shreyas Iyer won it. He played for the Delhi Daredevils, had a really good season.
.132, just skidded on nicely. Issue emerging players there. Rishabh Pant out there at the moment, 150 runs. Mohammad Siraj, best bowling, 2 for 26. Nitish Rana has looked very good in this competition so far. Basil Tampe, he's bowled really well. There's 8 wickets. And Kuldeep Yadav as well.
I like the thump. He's good. Thumpy. Good pace, good aggression, and loves taking wickets.
Weakness for fast bowlers. Bingo, weakness. That's your biggest.
Into the deepest. Picked out the fielder. It was really well hit.
Thumpy likes to bowl a bumpy.
And you love the slow bumpies, don't you? This man's got to carry on. He's looking good. He's got himself in. Hasn't got a big score after the 100 in the test match against England in Chennai. In fact, from 200 to 300, he went in about 80 balls or so. So he can play some breathtaking shots. Going at a really good strike rate this evening. But the real test will be against the spinners.
So finally going back. Mid-on coming up. Just making sure that his fine leg's in the right position. Just getting a little bit finer. Maybe for that top edge. Oh, there's a bit of a skiddy bowler here. Good attacking young fast bowler.
Got a weird bit. Oh, comes in and takes it. No mistake this time from Bhuvanesh Kumar. That would be a contender for the Vivo perfect catch, you would think.
Certainly, because it was hit hard, it was going flat and swerving as well. And Bhuvanesh Kumar showed that he's got good pair of hands. It happens with the best of fielders when you put a catch down, but what a wicket. Karun Nair was looking dangerous. It was knuckleball. Really well bowled by Siddharth Kaul. Good change in bowling, good captaincy, and very effective all round. Karun Nair, the man dismissed after being well set. And the Delhi Daredevils now 72 for 2.
Siddharth Kaul picking up his first wicket tonight. Good start, right on the lid. It's a wide. Couldn't have been too much in it.
Somebody is not happy. Somebody is not happy. Hold him back. Pull the mic down.
No, I think that's fair. Have a look at the wicket though. Knuckleball. Good control from the bowler in order firstly to place the ball where he wants to place it. Just took a little bit of pace off. Karun Nair's been very good tonight. Good 38. I beg your pardon.
Well, it's a big wicket for the Sunrise, but Karanai is the man in form. He's looking good, striking it nicely, and there's picked out Bhuvanesh Kumar at deep mid-off. Shreyas Iyer, so far, 6 matches, 157 runs. High score of 50 not out for Iyer. So they need to get something going here. Required run rate 9.2.
This is when the game becomes difficult with the new man at the crease. The ball not coming out of the bat. 73 for 2.
Rashid Khan will continue, 73 for 2 off 8, so Delhi Daredevils, they're on target. Original run rate was 9.3, it's now 9.4, under control. Swept hard, and in the gap for 4.
Yes, that's a pretty poor delivery. Swept it away for a boundary. Nice juicy little full toss, and Pant has smashed it.
This should be an interesting contest. Rashid Khan, Rishabh Pant, aggressive bowler and an aggressive batsman. And a home ground for Rishabh Pant. He'll be wanting to dominate. Just a hint of turn going down the leg side.
He bowled at a quick pace. Difficult to go down the pitch to Rashid Khan.
Seeing a lot from spinners now, aren't we? Sunil Narayan is quick. It's difficult to step out of your crease. Same with Rashid Khan. Imran Tahir, he will mix his pace up nicely as well. And of course, Ravi Jadeja bowls a little quicker in this version of the game than what he does at the test match level. Good turn.
Well, that was the beauty of a delivery, that. The LBW appeal against Rishabh Pant earlier in the over. Would it have gone on to hit the stumps? No, missing. Very good call that by the umpire.
Good work. Couldn't stop the single. At full marks of commitment for Rashid Khan. As he's growing in confidence with every game for the Sunrisers, he's realizing that he has to depend more on his leg spin deliveries than the googly to pick wickets.
$80 for 2. Rates almost identical at the same stage. A lot of power left in this batting order, so it looks like we're in for another fantastic contest. Will it go to the wire? So 80 for 2, not quite halfway through this innings. Moses Enriques. Slapped hard, good positioning though. Just behind point, even though there's two men there. Shikhar Dhawan made the 10 or so metres to his right. So just the single.
Wide. It's got shown good control, and the control's coming from here as well. The Vodafone fan army.
Always the best dancers in the stadium, aren't they? And I include the cheerleaders in that.
Well, actually, a lot of the bowlers should take a hint from what they are saying. Mix the deliveries up. They have to mix the deliveries up. Just like the Vodafone fan army. Mix it up.
You don't always have to be in the major cities to enjoy the IPL. The fan parks spread out. Oh, it's always some tough ones. As I'm sitting next to you, Sonny and Anjum, I might just throw this one over.
Well, it's a little bit easier because, you know, all the names are still the same. None of the cities have changed their names. That is Bikaner, Bilaspur, Dehradun. That's a nice shot. And Bhopal. That's a nice shot that from Rishabh Pant. These two are two of the most exciting young batsmen in Indian cricket. There are some really, really exciting young cricketers. But these two are probably top of the heap. Now that's a bad ball outside the off stump, giving him all the time in the world. He's not going to miss out.
Over cover. Shikhar Dhawan can't get there. Back-to-back boundaries.
You offer him width, he's going to take you to the boundary, Rishabh Pant. Easy hit towards the offside. Pitched up delivery. Just moved his front leg slightly away and gave that extra bit of room to himself to free those arms.
Certainly taken to Moses Enriques. He's playing as the all-rounder in this side. He was good with the bat. And he's being taken to here. 28 runs, 1.5 overs.
He's just mixing up his deliveries. The previous one was just 119 Ks. Very much achievable with Rishabh Pant. Partnered with Shreyas Iyer. Chris Morris to follow as well. The target 94.
Yeah, it's under the original asking rate. That's the thing. 9.3 to start, 9.25. So they've done well. In the gap too. Williamson can't get there. It's a flurry of boundaries to end the 10th over, 96 for 2.
Well, it's a pretty ordinary over, pretty poor over. There's some very good shots. The last one in particular, excellent shot, top class shot. Wasn't a bad ball, you got to say. But the power behind that shot and the placement, absolutely terrific. Like I said, these two are the most exciting young players in India. Rishabh Pant and Shreyas Iyer.
So 90 needed off the last 10 overs. We are halfway through. Sunrisers were 83 for 2 at the same stage. calls too as well, and they should get there. Two young men, full of life in the legs, that's for sure.
Have a look at this shot. Presenting a straight bat and then hitting it wide or mid-on. Excellent shot, beautiful.
Wanting to come back for two here. David Warner, he's too quick. Good call in the end.
It's not a bad ball. The ball's moving in slightly, and therefore he's made that little adjustment when he brings the bat down. Initially looking to play the drive maybe a little straighter. Then as the ball curved into him, the flow of the bat, beautiful. The wrong one.
Well, there's a mix-up. They got lucky because of the misfield, and that means that Delhi have brought up their 100. It's 101 now for just the loss of 2. Good running.
Yeah, the intensity has been there. You know, these two are batting well, striking the ball well as well, and more importantly, realizing that if there is a hint of chance, they want to make it count.
Well, they brought the required rate down to what they started off with. 9.30 was the required rate, original rate. Now they brought it down to 9.11. So no need to try and do something silly at this moment. A partnership is more important. They've got 20-odd partnership. They need to carry on.
It's been intelligent, hasn't it? They haven't tried to play the big shots off Rashid Khan, identifying him as the danger man. Miscommunication again. We'll just have a look upstairs, but good over nonetheless. Just 5 runs off it. 101 for 2. Whilst we check that run out.
Well, Rishabh Pant called straight away.
There's a referral for a run outside.
Second consecutive dot ball now. Well, he's well in.
I'm happy with that. I'm ready with the decision.
Safe, 11 gone, 101 for 2.
So that big over then from Moses Enriques means there will be another change. And Suraj will be back, the wicket taker. 1 for 19 for him. He'll mix up his slower balls. It's been a good contest. Two teams who are very good with the bat. Fantasy League, that's still going on, and the numbers just continue to rise. We're up over 800,000 now, and you too can still play. It's not too late at fantasy.iplT20.com. Always the popular players are the favourite choices. I might just have to pick one. I'm going to choose David Warner. I'm going to keep it nice and simple and easy. Warner seems to be the top of every single list that we've put up today. I'm sure he'll be one of, if not the most popular. And there we go, along with Chris Morris. And the two big Indian players for the Daredevils, Shreyas Iyer and Sanju Samson. Pulled away for 6.
Well, he and Ishan Kishan, the two young batsmen, are very, very good at playing the pull shot of a short ball. Now this was bowled at 110 kilometers per hour by Mohammad Siraj, looking to bowl the slower delivery, but it went halfway down. And Pant quick to transfer his weight onto the back foot and hoik it away for a 6.
Well, he's got a fastest 100 in domestic cricket as well. So he knows a lot about scoring quick runs, picking the length as well. And he's very strong square of the wicket.
Bowling in, great comeback. Brilliant from Siraj. And he gets the danger man. Rishabh Pant.
Terrific, absolutely terrific. This ball was bowled 27.4 kilometers quicker than the previous one. That's a lot of speed, and the Yorker spot on. Just maybe taking the toe end of the bat and knocking the off stump. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant from Mohammad Siraj. And he gets a big wicket because Pant was looking dangerous. And he's gone for 34 of 20, it's 109 for 3.
Much needed wicket for the Sunrisers team. Rishabh Pant just starting to go through the gears. Huge 6. Corey Anderson, the new player. 138 kilometres an hour this time. We thought he might keep mixing up those slow balls. But tactically brilliant from Siraj. Powerful striker is Corey Anderson at 95. Quite a masterclass. This is the wicket. Full and straight. And a good bowling change. David Warner, all 3 wickets have come as soon as he's made a change in the bowler. 109 for 3.
Yuvraj Singh into the attack. Doesn't get through, but they'll get one. Very handy with the bat today. 71 for Yuvraj. 70, I should say. Valuable innings for the Sunrisers and a big part of the game. Now he's got the ball in hand. Corey Anderson, well, he needs to bat a bit like Yuvraj Singh to get Delhi back into this game. There's still plenty of time left. Required run rate is just under 10, so it's not too bad. Deliveries like that will help. He doesn't put it away. Just to get one from that, I'm disappointed.
Good hands, good feet there from David Warner. Really, really good attacking. Just the way he manoeuvres around the ground. So quick.
He's captained the side beautifully, Dave Warner. Rotating his bowlers around. Using the likes of Siraj and Siddharth Kaul to really good effect. You know the class of Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Rashid has been excellent. Always been a proactive captain. Again, spin outside, off stump, strike rate 139. So spinners stay away from that area. Get it on the stumps.
Oh, that's 2 half trackers that he's bowled to Corey Anderson, and he hasn't really put them away. Mind you, he's just got out there, but he likes to free his arms, hence that delivery outside the off stump, the spinners. He likes to take it wide of mid-on. Into the deep, gone up, hasn't got enough on it, easily way back.
And a lovely catch too in the crowd. Well struck off the bat straight away. You could tell it was going to go all the way. It's gone deep.
Yeah, keeping up with the required rate, which is the important thing from the Daredevils.
That's into the deep, and another one. That's even bigger. Some big strikes. 125 for 3.
16 runs coming in the last 2, 12 of the last 2. Shreyas Iyer, he loves that area. That is a really good shot, fresh from outside the line of off stump. And this one is a half tracker. Easily deposited in the crowd.
.16 off the last over. Shreyas Iyer, 2 sixes. Well, the match comparison there, Delhi, right up above it now. 98 for 3. That was the Sunrisers at the same mark. 125 for 3.
The blue worm in a good position. 125 for 3. Delhi Daredevils.
That one's gone in the deep as well. Oh, some good work. Very good work from the skipper, David Warner.
That's what happened last over. Yuvraj Singh dragged down. It's the first one, 6. Nice catch in the crowd. Well, that gentleman there. And then another drag down and just helped on its way again for 6.
Siddharth Kaul, some decent hits, though. Pretty ordinary deliveries, though. He's just dragged most of them down. Yuvraj Singh in his first over has gone for 16. Inside edge, Anderson. He'll look for 2. He won't get it, though. Some good work in the deep.
Well, you can see the batsman not getting the timing right with the slow deliveries. And Corey Anderson looks to go big. Shreyas Iyer now well set. It's an exciting batsman. A change in field now. Siraj will come in. Which Yorker was better? Shami versus Warner, Siraj versus Punt. IPL T20.com. Cast your votes. We'll soon find out.
There could be 2 here. He's timed it pretty well. In the end, I think it's Kane Williamson. It's a very deep boundary at mid-wicket there. Good running.
It was. Straight away he knew. He's got to get out of the blocks quickly. And you have a look about these, or have a chat about these Yorkers. That was an absolute cracker. It's pretty good as well. You do, and if you can absolutely land your Yorker right on the money, it's very, very hard for a batsman to play it.
Yeah, I like the Shami one versus Warner early on. The key batsman, good pace, pressure was on.
I'm happy for Mohammad Siraj as well, getting 42%. A real good Yorker against Rishabh Pant. And it's a difficult delivery to bowl, and both you fast bowlers would know that. No margin for error.
Yeah, that's for sure. Tough to bowl. That's why a lot of bowlers go, certainly when there's a bit of dew around, they tend to go across the seam just to get that bit of extra grip. Just feel like you can control the ball, won't swing. Certainly if the ball's tailing, if reverse swing comes into play, it's sometimes better to hold across the seam to get the perfect control.
There's somebody in the Delhi camp that can win it for them is Shreyas Iyer. He knows these conditions really well. He's played a lot of domestic cricket. Pitch is very similar to what's available here in the centre at Ferozshah Kotla tonight. 55 or 37, required rate under 9. He can hit some big ones like we saw in the last over.
I'm surprised he hasn't got a bat sponsor out there with a clean skin. Tell you what, after those 2 lusty blows, I'd be holding the bat up, I would.
He's taken on mid-on and he's knocked it back straight into the grandstand. That will help the run rate. 14 gone now, 137 for 3.
But 28 runs in the last 2 overs. 16 from Yuvraj, 12 in this over. And nicely picked up by Corey Anderson. In the arc, out of the park.
The equation now 49 from 36. Yuvraj just the 1 over and taken off. And Rashid Khan now back into the attack. Full toss. Oh, lucky to get away with it. 42 in the last 4 overs. The Delhi Daredevils. Have a look at this. And Corey Anderson, it was right out of the middle of the bat. And watch it hit the grandstand here. Bang, straight into the wall.
Straight into where the Delhi Daredevils sign is. Speed of the bat, 131 clicks. Fabulous strike. The strong man. We've got to realize now, not lose wickets to the leg spinner. He's been brought in to take wickets and break this partnership. We've got to be sensible. Corey Anderson and Shreyas Iyer missing leg stump, a little bit of turn.
Yeah, just missing leg. Hasn't got a wicket tonight. He's bowled pretty well though. No wicket for 20. Obviously, teams now know Rashid Khan is a very, very good leg spin bowler, and they're a lot more watchful. He's got 4 more balls tonight to get a wicket.
He had the fast bowlers run through as well with the appeal.
Sunrise is such a good unit because they have really good bowlers towards the end. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar's got 2 overs, Siraj 1. Siddharth Kaul has been used in the end of the past.
I'll look for 2. And probably a wise choice in the end. 46 from 32 now. Pressure mainly on David Warner, as he knows he needs a wicket, needs to rotate his bowlers, he needs to create an opportunity.
Big strikers waiting in the wings. Angelo Matthews. Nicely picked up the googly. Well done, Corey Anderson. Read it off the pitch.
I think it's a length allowed him to read off the wicket. Just short, back of a length. And he was able to check his shot. Rather than go leg side against the spin, go through the off.
The wide one, thrown up in the air. It's going to fall safe. Can you believe it? Rashid Khan can't believe it. Moses Enrique's a valiant attempt. 142 for 3.
That's the kind of good fortune you need when you're chasing 185 on a slowish pitch. Clever bowling. Would have been a wide had he not hit the ball. Reaching out for that, Shreyas Iyer was in the air. 2 fielders converging. Shikhar Dhawan and Enriques falling right in between those 2.
Rashid Khan, wicketless tonight. Oh well though, no wicket for 24 from 4. Well, David Warner's gone to his go-to man, Bhuvanesh Kumar, to pick up a wicket. His partnership 33 from 20. The equation 44 from 30 now, well within reach of Delhi.
Threw it wide, and Moses Enriquez was going back. It's always harder to go back than what it is to come in. I just feel that if there would have been a bit of communication, it's very hard to hear. We see that go out to Cow Corner region. When you're running in, it's easier because your eyes are on the level and you can actually judge the distance. Look the way that Moses goes back, he commits to it, and Shikadawan's going to pull out. Now, Mayo just fallen short. And that's where you got to communicate somehow with your men in the outfield. Moses did nothing wrong there. He had to go for the ball. As I said, so loud there, it's hard to communicate.
And don't forget, he got his face busted in England chasing a catch like that. I definitely would have pulled out early. So that wouldn't say it would be in the back of his mind, but certainly have bad memories of it. It's that strong to mid on. Just the one. Good work in the deep. So the purple cap, the leading wicket taker, Bhuvanesh Kumar. 20 wickets for him. Imran Tahir picked up 3 last night for Pune, 16. Mitch McLagan's bowled really well, the big left armer from New Zealand, 15. Andrew Ty's out with a shoulder, dislocated shoulder for the Lions, the Gujarat Lions. He's got 12 wickets, and Rashid Khan for the Sunrisers tonight could not add any more with his 4 overs. And Williamson in the deck. He'll come back for 2. Equation now 40 from 27.
The runs coming easily now. Terry Daredevils right at the bottom, just the 2 wins before this game. Good opportunity to get 2 more points in this game.
Yeah, they'll be desperate. DDs and that man on their new screen. Legend of the game, Rahul Dravid. Hope his team gets over the line.
Yeah, they've just won 2 games, that's all. But they've only played 8 games. They're out of the playoffs, but they can still finish strong. They've got I think 3 more home games in a row, Delhi here. So it's important for them to win at home at least and get the crowd back for another game in a couple of days.
And it also helps them, the momentum of the team, the pride as well. Personal performance when the guys go out, they all, obviously want to do well with their teammates, both the bat and ball, and help out their franchise. So they'll be looking to play for a bit of pride. Got a great side. They just unfortunately had no luck this year.
Yeah, injuries. Quinton Cock, Zaire Khan, and JP Duminy as well. That'll hurt you.
It's got to get a wicket here. That's the reason why Bhuvanesh Kumar has been introduced back into the attack. It's a really good partnership, 39 of 25 deliveries. And from Delhi's point of view, it's good that these 2 stay out there. They can hit boundaries at will. For once, we're seeing a pensive Tom Moody.
Is it out? It is. That's what they needed. The purple cap man has done it again. Bhuvanesh Kumar has broken the partnership, and it's a much needed wicket for the Sunrisers. And the end of the over too. 16 gone, and this game is still in the balance. Beautifully bowled. It was a change of pace. It was a shorter one, and Iyer in good form goes for 33 from 25. And all of a sudden, the Delhi Daredevils 148 for 4 from 16, 4 overs left, and it is time for a Siatai strategic timeout.
So some words of wisdom there. Rahul Dravid. Corey Anderson is obviously the man in charge now. He's been out there for 12 balls, 15 next to his name. He's got a good strike rate of 126. Now it's about building a partnership. It's Morris as well, but this is what's happened so far. So some big blows. There's a nice catch there from Booby. And some big hitting, leg side, offside. Yeah, fire as well. The thing is, these two have just done very well until that happened. They had a nice little partnership going and that big breakthrough. Yuvraj Singh came on, went for 16 off his 1 over, and that really unleashed any type of pressure that had been built up. And the release foul was opened. And then the catch, which went begging. Rose Enriquez and Shikhar Dhawan coming in. And just before that strategic timeout, very well bowled there by Booby, just followed his batsman. And Iyer playing the false shot, trying to guide it down. Unfortunately gets one straight down the neck of Siraj.
Yeah, all to play for, isn't it? 38 off 4 overs. New player at the crease. Could that be the momentum changer the Sunrisers needed? We've seen the players using the towel on the ball. Maybe there's just a hint of dew late in this match. They're just trying to remove any surface water. I'm not sure how much really that is doing.
Not sure where it goes either.
It's the end of the last of the Seat Tyres strategic timeout. Good to see Rahul Dravid out there just making sure that his two experienced overseas players were up with the plan. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar strikes the last ball of his 3rd over. And now the promising, powerful even, all-rounder. Look at that strike rate, 164.
And he'll be looking to up the ante from what happened last game on his birthday where he got out to a false shot. He'll make sure that won't happen again. Just checking his bat there, Corey Anderson. He may have busted his bat.
Just when the partnership was looking good, very soft dismissal. Shreyas Iyer could have hit it anywhere on that ground, just wanting to use that pace, and probably found himself anticipating that he would have cleared the infielder in the short third-man region, holding out an innings which was again just looking to blossom in. Perished at 33.
I heard you talk, Brett Lee, a little earlier about slow ball bounces. I think that was one right there. Using the experience and the slower nature of this pitch. Mohammad Siraj in his last over. This is the player battle. Big victory for Bhuvi. And a good Yorker. That's the change of pace he has. That was just over 137 kilometres an hour. And his slow ball has been down to about 110. 3/4 of the vote going to the purple cap holder. Hashtag Bhuvi.
Oh, hashtag Morris come to the party tonight.
I think just the consistency of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is making him stand up and get counted as well.
Swinging a drive! Get out of here, ball! See you later!
It's gone. It's got a long way. Whooshka. 465 now for the tournament in terms of sixes. Slow ball there. Wasn't badly bowled, but Corey Anderson, as we've seen time and time again, that's his region.
Yeah, 2 wasn't too far away from the boundary. Remember, it's not a very big ground, just 77 meters. On any other ground, he would have been caught. Not here. unhappy. Missed out on that previous delivery as well. It's not a huge ground, as you mentioned. Easy to get to the fence if you have a decent piece of wood behind it.
Some big sixes. Couple there off Yuvraj Singh's first over. So there's the equation. 29 needed off 20 balls. Who are you backing, Scotty?
Well, there's a Kiwi at the crease, so I've got to go with Delhi. It's that simple. Not biased much. It's nicely timed as well. And looked at it too hard. Runs away for 4.
I'm surprised Delhi doesn't win many matches in this home ground. They love batting here. Morris, especially Anderson as well. They look to chase down the targets. They back themselves as they're doing it here with ease, knowing exactly that it's not going to be a quick one. Just a roll of the fingers over that ball from Mohammad Siraj at a good height for the ball to be pulled.
Should just be a single. You can see what it means to the dugout though, can't you? A team that's just lacking in confidence. 162 for 4. Well in front, the Delhi Daredevils of the run rate. Just 24 off 18. You would think that 3 boundaries from here should be enough. It's all they need. A lot for that man to think about. Murali, the bowling coach, along with Tom Moody. His bowlers have been put under pressure. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, the bowler's last. So match number 41 of this Vivo IPL will see the Kolkata Knight Riders take on the rising Pune Supergiant. That'll be from the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. The rising Pune side looked down and out early on in this competition, but they have found their form, got some momentum going. And they're well and truly back in the playoff hunt.
Sunrisers has done really well in this tournament. They've come back from a tough situation as well. The bowlers have done reasonably well, and that's the reason they're probably right now number 3 as well. Mumbai Indians, after that good victory the other night, leading the pack. A must-win game? Yes, that's for Delhi.
Boundary. It's a good Yorker. You don't always get the luck. Davey Warner trying to keep his side spirits up, but much needed for Corey Anderson and the Delhi side.
Big Yorker, a little bit of tail there, but just got the back of his pad, and with finally got Booby's pace, it's going to fly. Away it rolls.
Must have been close to a wide. Some wonderful slow motion shots. This is the last delivery. Bit of a knuckleball as well. The question is, was it a wide? Hard to tell with the angle. Brett Lee, I don't want to hear your answer. You'll just stick up for the fast bowlers.
Very, very well bowled. Perfect use of the wide line Yorker. I think he dropped his towel there and Corey Anderson was thrown off. It's funny how you can play your whole career as a batsman with no side screens growing up, but anything that happens for these poor helpless batsmen, if one little thing, if there's a fly flies across or a butterfly, they've got to pull away.
The other side of that coin, Banger, is I've actually seen a bowler do it as well. Behind the keeper, he was in his eye line, so he stopped. Power, that's all power from Corey Anderson. Flat and hard all the way.
What a shot. He loves batting out here, Corey Anderson. Make sure that the boundaries are shorter, they stay hit. 466, the number of sixes already in this Vivo IPL. Is really in his arc and out of the ground.
Run a ball now, so you just feel, unless they absolutely muddle things up from this position, they should cruise it. DDs. And what a great winner will be.
Good batting. 4 and a 6 off that over. So just need the singles. 18 gone, 174 for 4. A lot for David Warner to think about. He hasn't got too many more options. Bhuvaneshwar's bowled out. Rashid Khan is bowled out. There is 2 main wicket-taking bowlers. Mohammad Siraj, 2 for 41 off his 4. And just the 12 runs needed. It's been a textbook chase for this batting unit. They stayed with the run rate the whole way and then now have accelerated in the back half of this innings.
He likes pace on the ball, Corey Anderson. Make sure that the ball is pitched up, and if it's got pace on it, it stays hit.
I just wanted to, like, chasing in this total, it's a big total to chase down, and we saw early on when there's no dew around about how the wicket was a little bit too paced. Here Moses Enriquez talking about, and people walking at the dugout, the talk of the town was that this pitch is a little bit slow. Just wonder that with the weather coming in tonight, with a little bit of dew around, has it just made the pitch a little bit easy to bat on, taking nothing away, of course, from the way Delhi have batted.
What I do think is that, taking my one eye patch off here for a moment, I think if Delhi are to make a serious run towards the playoffs, then they need a lot more out of Corey Anderson. You know, he did top score in that shambles up in Mohali when they were bowled out for 67, now 35 off 21. You can't always rely on Chris Morris or Pat Cummins and now Rabada and some of the youngsters at the top. He has to stand up, and it's been good from his perspective. That'll breed some confidence. Excellent strike rate, 166.
I think just to add to that, for Corey Anderson, he has to come in and deliver, and probably I've always felt that he fancies batting on this ground. It's also the contribution from the top order. They've shuffled around with their opening slots. Earlier it was Thare and Sampson opening, and then now it's Karun Nair. It's just the solidity at the top of the order which just tends to drop down in the lower order as well. Punt's been decent. Karan Nair has come into form, at least in today's game.
Powerfully struck, and it's flat and hard all the way. Morris into the action.
That's a very, very good shot. Putting the ball in front of square, way in front of square actually. Picked up the length and gave it a good old heave-ho. His timing, just a nice little pirouette in the back foot. Such a powerful player, it's Chris Morris.
And the momentum continues of scoring runs. It's just where the top order has left them. The middle order is making sure that they continue the good work.
Oh, the slightest of inside edges. Gets away with it. I think it's been a bit of a clinic on how to attack as well, this Sunrisers side. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Rashid Khan have been phenomenal throughout. But it's the other bowlers. Delhi have taken apart Siddharth Kaul, Mohammad Siraj, Moses Enriques, and even Yuvraj Singh, 1 over for 16. It's the other bowlers that have been able to put them under pressure, utilise that lack of experience they've got. Scores are tied with 1 over to go. 185 for 4. Just the single needed. Moses Enriques will bowl the ball.
Just wonder, Scotty, when was the last maiden bowl, you reckon?
I can't think of too many. I'm sure there have been in the 20th over. I think there's a couple. David Warner's done the right thing. He's brought the field in. Just 2 men out. That is a long on and a deep mid-wicket. They're out there just in case Corey Anderson decides he wants to go up and over the field, trying to buy a wicket. And he smashes it down the ground. Delhi have broken their duck. They're back on the winning train. And it's Corey Anderson who finishes it off in style.
Congratulations to the Delhi Daredevils. All class tonight. And they've given this total a real good shake, winning by 5 balls and 6 wickets. And that will relieve a lot of pressure in the camp. Smiles all round, so they should be happy as well. Played out of their skin.
They needed a win, and they got it done very, very well here, the Delhi team. The smiles are back. At least the confidence of staying alive in this tournament still remains. Of course, there's a long way still to go for the Delhi team, but they should be happy by their effort that they've put in tonight. Sunrisers Hyderabad are a strong team and an all-round play. He needed something brilliant coming out from the dressing room, and it did. A good target to chase down. The confidence will be back. And the smiles should really help them go forward.
Yeah, and the smiles are there. The Delhi side know what this means. Their slim chances of getting through are still alive. The work was done up the top. Sanju Samson on with Karan Nair with his highest score in this tournament. Corey Anderson finishing it off with 41 not out. So the Delhi side have a run of matches at home. And they've begun that little passage of play with a good win. They've broken the momentum. And the Sunrisers Hyderabad, who were well and truly flying along. And it was an excellent run chase. All the top order getting starts. Sanju Samson, 24 off 19. So just mentioned Karen Nair's highest score in this year's Vivo IPL. Rishabh Pant was aggressive. And then the finishing touches of both the overseas players, Corey Anderson with 41 and Chris Morris with an unbeaten 15, which means that the Delhi Devils get up and win by 6 wickets. Six bowlers used, although the main 5 were well and truly handled nicely. I have a feeling that one over from Yuvraj was the turning point. It got them going. All the bowlers used though. But let's go downstairs to Brendan Julian.
Yeah, I've got David Warner with me, the Sunrisers Hyderabad, who lost tonight. Well, that run had to come to a bit of an end, didn't it?
Look, you know, obviously it's been a little bogey being away and not winning too many on the road. But look, you know, talking to a few of the guys, you know, they thought 186 was enough. You know, the wicket sort of held up a little bit early on, and we just knew we had to try and take it to them in the first 6 with the bat. Look, the way that UV finished off was fantastic. But yeah, look, obviously they played, you know, unreal. You know, they came out and, you know, batted very well with that intent in the first 6, and the way that they finished off was, you know, credit to them. You know, it was awesome.
Yeah, well, at the toss of the coin, would you have taken 185 at the start of the game?
Definitely after the first couple of overs. You know, when I marked centre, it was quite soft underneath. I didn't expect it to hold up that much. And, you know, talking to the guys, as I just said, you know, the slower balls were holding up. And that's probably, you know, you probably wanted it to be a little bit predictable with the slower balls, because that quicker ball was obviously, you know, one-step hit. And, you know, I think we bowled probably too many of them tonight.
What about the dew out there? Do you think that was a bit of a factor for you guys or not?
Look, there wasn't overly that much, a little bit in the ring, but on the outside there wasn't too much. Look, there's no excuses. You know, they batted fantastic, and credit to them.
All right, moving forward, you're in pretty good nick. You can have a bit of a break because you've been on the road a bit now, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got a couple of days before the next game at home. We've got 2 games at home, then we go to Campbell for the last game, so we're looking forward to that.
Thanks for chatting, David. Good luck for the rest of the competition.
Thanks, BJ.
So a still rather chirpy David Warner, and as he should, his side have been playing well in this year's tournament. However, tonight they were beaten by a better side. They played well, the Delhi Daredevils. The whole top order for the men in blue came to the party. 185 I thought was enough, but not to be, and the Delhi Daredevils won this match by 6 wickets. So a couple of spots up the order go the Delhi Daredevils. They move on to 6 points. They still have another match to catch up to the side in 4th, the rising Pune Supergiant, but they must keep winning. So the highlights, and it begun well with a huge 6-over wide, long on. They needed to make a good start because 185 on a slow pitch was always going to be testing. They were able to do that. Both Sanju Samson and Karen Nair hit the ball cleanly. That was the first wicket down. It was the danger man, the best player so far, Sanju Samson. Chances, how crucial would that be? Karen Nair, simple catch dropped. He's finally found his stroke. That was a beautifully executed shot over long off. It didn't last long. That was a knuckleball, good catch, making up for the earlier drop from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Rishabh Pant has been aggressive all tournament. He was able to play strokes all around the ground. They put pressure on the secondary bowling unit for the Sunrisers side. Good improvisation, and then cracking Yorker from Siraj. Saw the end of Rishabh Pant. Good partnership worth 33 then between Corey Anderson and Shreyas Iyer. Those were back-to-back 6s and a big over off Yuvraj Singh. The power we know Corey Anderson has came to the fore after that. Semi-scary moment here. Moses Enriques has been injured in that exact scenario before. Good catch. And at that point, there must have been some belief that the Sunrisers could pull this back. But a couple of big shots. Corey Anderson with that power, both over the leg side, and another one from Chris Morris. At that point, it was pretty much game over. And Anderson finished it off with a boundary straight down the ground. So to confirm the result in match number 40 in the Vivo IPL, having won the toss, the Delhi Daredevils said, Sunrisers, you can bat first, and they batted first and batted well, 185. But it wasn't enough as Delhi won by 6 wickets. So we'll take a break and come back shortly for the presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the presentation. We witnessed a really good cricket match, and the Delhi Daredevils have come back to the winning ways. First of all, the BCCI would like to thank all the sponsors of the Vivo IPL, Vivo, Vodafone, Yes Bank, Maruti Suzuki, FBB, and Seat Tires. It's my duty now to introduce the presentation party. On my left is Mr. R. Thempapov, Vivo representative, Mr. Rajiv Anand, Senior President, Corporate Finance, Yes Bank, Mr. Narinder Verwal, Marketing Head, NCR Zone, FBB, Mr. Madhu Therdal, Group CFO, GMR Group, Mr. Shankarlal Balani, Senior Division Manager, Sales, Manforce. The first award to be presented this evening is the Vivo Perfect Catch. It will be given by Mr. R. Thempapov to Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, taking a stunning catch in the deep, will receive the award from Mr. R. Thempapov. Vivo Perfect Catch of the Match Award. And the next award will be the Yes Bank Maximum Sixes. It was Corey Anderson who pulled out the long handle and played some really big shots towards the end of the game. Corey Anderson will receive the check from Mr. Rajiv Anand for the Yes Bank Maximum Sixes Award. Crucial knock coming at the right time. And the next award will be the FBB Stylish Player of the Day, and it goes to a superb innings from the left-hander Yuvraj Singh. A fabulous innings, going in vain, but he played superbly. Mr. Narinder Berwal will present him the check for the FBB Stylish Player of the Day. Now to the winning captain, Karun Nair from the Delhi Daredevils. First of all, he'll sign the ball for the Vodafone superfan, Sandeep Kumar Pandey. He'll sign the ball for him and come and have a chat with us, Karun Nair. A really good victory here for Delhi. Finally a victory, you must be a happy man.
Very happy. I think it was a complete team performance, and really glad to have this win here.
You think the bowling could have done a little better towards the end overs?
I don't think so. I think the bowlers gave it their all, and if he would have probably caught that catch, I think they wouldn't have got that far.
And what was the mindset, chasing a fairly big score on a slow pitch?
I think all we spoke about is we are a young team and we should play like a young team. So just go out there, be fearless, just go after the bowling.
And there was a lot of intent in the first 6 overs. You always wanted to keep up with the net run rate.
Yeah, like I said just now, we just wanted to go out there, play positively, play with intent, and I'm really happy.
And you personally were looking good really tonight, but disappointed that you got off to a start and then got out?
Yeah, a bit disappointed, but glad finally that I could get a few runs under my belt, and hoping to kick on from here.
Okay, keep up the good work and keep up the momentum. Going well done tonight.
Thank you so much.
That's Karun Nair, the winning captain for tonight. And finally, we'll get to the Man of the Match award. A stunning display of bowling by Mohammad Shami, getting 2 important wickets. The wickets of David Warner and Kane Williamson with 2 spectacular deliveries. He's the man of the match, and he'll receive the check from Mr. Shankarlal Balani and the trophy from Mr. Madhu Therdal. Mohammad Shami, the man of the match. Really well bowled. He's had a really good season for India. And a quick chat, Mohammad Shami. Well bowled Mohammad Shami. Anjum Chopra will join us with the interview.
थैंक यू शिवा। पहले मुबारक हो और क्या बेहतरीन गेंदबाजी, 4 ओवर 36 रन 2 विकेटें, इंजरी से निकल कर आए और ये प्रदर्शन ज़रूर अच्छा रहा होगा।
हाँ ज़रूर, क्योंकि कॉन्फिडेंस को ऊपर लेकर आएगा, क्योंकि अब इतने टाइम के बाद मैं मैच खेला हूँ यहाँ पे। मेरे दिमाग में भी था कि हाँ मुझे अच्छा परफॉर्म करना है। वो कोशिश कर रहा था कि खुद को बैक जितना कर सकूँ और अपना कॉन्फिडेंस जितना बढ़ा सकूँ, वो मेरे लिए अच्छा होगा और मेरी टीम के लिए अच्छा होगा।
जब किसी भी खिलाड़ी को, और आप जैसे गेंदबाज को जो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट बहुत ज़्यादा समय से खेलते आ रहे हैं, उनके लिए कितना आसान या मुश्किल रहता है एक चोट से निकल कर आना और एक इम्पॉर्टेंट टूर्नामेंट IPL में आके प्रदर्शन करना?
नहीं, दोनों चीज़ें अलग है, क्योंकि आप अगर इंजर्ड हो जाते हो तो आपको वो ज़्यादा मेंटली डिस्टर्ब करता है, और जहाँ तक खेलने का सवाल है तो ऑन द फील्ड जब आप होते हो तो मेरे हिसाब से मुझे उतना ज़्यादा प्रेशर नहीं आता है, और बस कॉन्फिडेंस यही रहता है अपने ऊपर कि हाँ जो मेरा स्किल है मैं उस पर वर्क करूँगा तो ज़रूर सक्सेस होऊंगा।
आज की विकेट क्या थोड़ी टू पेस थी, या आपने लगा कि अगर आप ज़्यादा वेरिएशंस करेंगे या एक्स्ट्रा कुछ मिक्सचर करेंगे तो ज़्यादा अटैकिंग हो सकते हैं?
हाँ, क्योंकि T20 फॉर्मेट है तो रन का तो सोचना नहीं है। जैसे स्टार्टिंग में नया बॉल फंस रहा था तो बस एक ही ग्रुप में यही चीज़ हुई थी। जैसे फर्स्ट हाफ हुआ तो बात यही हुआ कि हाँ जैसे नया बॉल फंस रहा है तो उसको यूज़ किया जाए, ना कि पेस दिया जाए, क्योंकि दोनों बैट्समैन थे अच्छा सेट खेल रहे थे। तो कोशिश यही किया कि हाँ जितना स्लो और मिक्सअप किया जाए वो हमारे लिए अच्छा है।
2 बड़ी विकेटें, डेविड वार्नर और केन विलियमसन, दोनों के लिए जो डिसमिसल्स थे वो अलग गेंदें थी, कैसे प्लान किया आपने?
दोनों के लिए अलग प्लान था और जिस पर हम सक्सेस हुए। मेरा यही प्लान था कि हाँ अगर ये मुझे मूव करते हैं या थोड़ा सा हलचल करते हैं तो मैं अपने प्लान पे स्ट्रिक्ट वहीं पे रहूँगा और आगे लग।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और मुबारक हो इस इनाम के लिए, हमसे बात करने के लिए धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू।
मैन ऑफ द मैच मोहम्मद शामी। बेहतरीन मैच देखने को मिला एंड एक्सीलेंट विक्ट्री फॉर द दिल्ली टीम।
Match number 41 continues tomorrow night at 8 p.m. live from Eden Gardens in Kolkata. It's the high-flying Kolkata Knight Riders, fresh off that loss to the Sunrisers in Hyderabad. They take on the rising Pune Supergiant. So thanks for your company tonight. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.